All right, we are live. We
Hey,
are live. All right, so why is it only telling me there's like zero people here on my end? Oops. Sorry, I pulled it up on my phone. Um, I should probably cut that volume down.
there we go. Sitting here playing with the light on my microphone. Make this make sense.
Playing with the what?
There's a light on this microphone, but I'm trying to change the color. Like y'all can see it.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna just get started anyway, but um, all right. So we are here because we have less than 3 weeks. Less than 3 weeks for Janet's Together Again tour to start. And it's crazy because time snuck up on us. Because I it feels just like yesterday when she was like announcing this whole tour. And now we're like at, I think, what is it, 18, 17 days until the tour starts. So I'm just like,
Yay!
wait, where did time go? Like, oh my goodness. Oh, we do have some people here. Hello.
Hey, hey, y'all.
And we got Melly. Hey, Melly.
Hey, Melly.
So, um, y'all remember back in December, oh, that rhymed. Janet got on Instagram Live and she announced that she was doing a tour, the Together Again tour. So far, it's only North American, but I feel like she's gonna add some. Like, I'm really hoping she's adding some like other other dates, like other international dates and stuff. Hello.
Hey, Susie.
Um, so yeah. Now, back in 2020, she announced. Now, I wasn't here for this, believe it or not, because I was just like not on. I really wasn't like on. I wasn't on Twitter, and I really wasn't like on Instagram. Um, so I didn't know that she had even announced a whole Black Diamond world tour in 2020 and an album. Like, I was like, that's a big deal, and I was just completely out of, because I'm pretty sure if I would have known, I would be like, how am I gonna get to Janet? I have to see her. But um, I think she announced it like 2020, like February 2020 is from what I heard. And then she was doing like North American dates, and then she said somewhere down the line she was going to announce international dates. So it was a world tour then. She was also going to have an album called Black Diamond 2. But as y'all know, Miss Ronas decided to hop in the picture and mess everything up. Um, One thing that was interesting to me is that doing like for Janet, like even the Jacksons too, like they've always kind of remembered like the location that I'm going to this year and seeing the show in. So they always remembered it, and it's really kind of a forgotten location. Like, mm, not too much happening in this area compared to like New York and Atlanta and LA and all that. So in this tour, the Black Diamond tour, she didn't have it on her list, and I'm like, Janet, you always go here. What are you doing, Janet? Like, um, but I'm so glad that for the Together Again tour, she's actually going to be performing there. So I'm like, that just thank you so much. Um, so I have been like preparing like crazy for this tour. Like me and Scarlett have been watching her all her tours. We've been listening to all her music. Like I've been playing the Together Again playlist. I'll get more into that later. I've been playing it like crazy when I'm at work, when I'm at home. Like Janet right now is my top listened to artist at the moment. Like I've just been like I need a term. Like you know how we got Michaeling?
Right, right, right.
We need a term for Janet. Like I've been janiting. Jan.
Hmm.
I don't know. We need a term. I'm gonna think on it.
I don't know. I know I'm about to get my Janet Jackson binging starting next week. You know, it's her season. This is definitely her
Right.
season.
Janet season. Have you been like doing like things preparing for it? Like um
Uh, not officially. Like I'm deciding if I want to do a customized outfit. Um, I don't know. I'm excited to go,
mhm.
but I wasn't fully thinking when I chose the location that I chose. So now I have to get a hotel. You know when it's like you're excited about something, then you're like, wait, I should have thought more about this. And I know you guys are
Yeah.
saying, don't you live in New York? Why didn't you go to the one in New York? At the time, the New York tickets sold really quick, and to get
Mhm.
anything decent was a lot of money. So I had to go to another city to get floor seats. So, and what
Yeah.
pissed me off, like a day or two later, she opened up another show in New York and they had a way better seat than what I got in New York. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't know. I just regret not waiting. And then it's like, yeah, I could have resold the ticket, but I didn't want to deal with losing the money behind that. So, but looking back, I should have just got the better seat in New York and I would have never had to worry about hotels and stuff. But would have, could have, should have. Everything happens for a reason. I'll figure it
You
out.
you know what? I remember like okay, so I had did that live the day after I bought the tickets. No, it was the day of when I bought the tickets. And it was that evening. It was kind of like an abrupt impromptu live. And I was talking about ticket pricing, like showing people like where to get it and like all of that stuff. And I remember vividly saying like or I vividly remember telling the viewers that someone told me, "Oh, she's probably going to add more dates." Oh my goodness, I should have told you.
And you know what's funny? She did when she was in New York last time. She did the same thing, and you would think I would learn my lesson by now. But I was
Hmm.
just so excited. I haven't seen her since only sort of one time in concert, which I think was 2011. So that's like 10 years ago, or not even more, like more than that now, 12 years ago, right? 12 years ago, 11 years. It was some time ago. So I
It
really
was
wanted to see
the
her.
it was up close and personal.
Yes. That was my first and
Mm.
only one. She did do one in Brooklyn. I didn't go to that one, the Barclay. And then, of course, the diamond one was funny too. I tried to get tickets and I was having a heart attack. They had these really crappy seats for $600. And it worked out for me because the world shut down anyway. And it was funny. This girl
Yeah.
tried to sell me a ticket. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I learned my lesson. Always buy your tickets from Ticketmaster because if something gets canceled, it is covered by them.
Hmm.
But if you get it from a third party, you're screwed. So I'm so glad I just stuck to my gut and I just being a
Right.
spoiled brat about it.
Yeah. Were the ticket prices like the same as this one?
Janet's always been
Oh.
expensive. Even when I saw her back in 2011, like my ticket was 100 and something, and I was nowhere near the front. Like I was back there. It was
Oh
like,
yeah. Cause I
yeah,
remember your vlog, and I was like, was it looked like you were like standing, like it was standing room only, and I was like, oh, was it just like general admission or something, and they just like came in and
no, we had seats. Our opening act was Mindless Behavior, and then
what?
yeah, that was before anybody knew who they were. Because I remember I
Oh
was in the
snap!
audience being mad messy, like who these little kids with Janet. I think Janet was 45 at the time, and I'm like, Mindless Behavior, what the heck? But I think they had the same manager or something. That's why they were there. And then I was
Oh,
like, oh, but it's funny. Honey fell in love with Mindless Behavior and turned out to be a big Mindless Behavior YouTuber shortly after that whole encounter with Janet. But I don't know. I'm like, It's one of those things like if I knew she was going to add a show, I would have just stayed in New York because either I have to pay a gazillion dollars for an Uber to come home or I got to pay a gazillion dollars for a hotel. And I'm just like, I should have thought this through.
Yeah.
But I am excited to
Ooh.
see her. I truly am. But I think because it's like when you think about the cost of the hotel and the tickets, I just should have just stayed in New York. If that, you know what I'm saying? Like when you said, like, wait a
Hmm.
minute. So hopefully it will be fine. These are really dumb problems to have. Like, oh my God, I have tickets and it's in the wrong city. These are stupid problems. Pay me no mind.
No, I get it though. I get it. Um. Oh, there's some more people. Hello. And then there's Janya. But oh, so when I was buying me and Scarlett's ticket, um, she was like, get insurance on it.
Always.
And it really hiked up the price, but better safe than sorry. Like I'm just thinking about my ticket buying experience, and like that live. If y'all watched it, or if you want to go back and watch it, um, like during that live, that's the day that I bought the tickets. That's the first day, like the pre-sale day, the VIP official platinum tickets, aisle seating, city card member tickets have went on sale. And I went on there like literally minutes or like the minute that it went on sale in the city that I was going to. And I bought them. Didn't tell my mom I was buying them. Okay. Did not tell my mom I was buying them. I was communicating with my brother, who I'm going with, and Scarlett, and my cousin, and that was it. Okay, I did not tell my mom at all. I was like, because I know she gonna get me. Because I remember when I was trying to go see Janet the first time, I was trying to like me thinking, me being silly and like a kid at the time. I was like, yeah, I could easily probably get front row for $100. So I was trying to save up $100 in a pickle jar. Yo, it was bad. And my mom was like, I would never pay $100 to see somebody in concert. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, oh Lord. So when I was doing all this, thinking back, I was like, I know I'm grown, but once she finds out, she gonna be mad about how much money I just spent. And she found out when I was in that live, the first live I did about this whole thing. And I kept pausing. I'm like, excuse me, guys, just a second. I'm receiving a call. And so I'll put it on mute, turn the camera off. I'm on the phone like this. Like y'all know that day one interview where the interviewer is interviewing like Jermaine, asking him about Word to the Bad, and she's repeating the lyrics, and he's like, yes. And I'm over here, she's in my ear like, you didn't spend da 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 da. I'm like, I promise I'm getting paid. I'm gonna get it back. And so completely acting, turn back on the camera, turn back on the mic, and I'm just like, hello guys, sorry about that. So back to what I was saying. And then she called back how to put the thing on pause again. Like, excuse me, y'all. And she was still go it was crazy. But now she's like, she's okay with it. She knows I'm excited and stuff. But oh, I was so nervous. I was like, she gonna get me. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to, like, I've barely traveled, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to rely on my older brother to help me out with this one because
Yeah,
she done
right.
with me.
It's like, I think for me, I think this is the most expensive concert I've gone to. This is just the ticket itself. I think I paid 500 and something, and that doesn't include the hotel and it doesn't include the cost for me to get down there. So I was like, again, it's worth it. It's Janet.
It
It's
is.
Janet. Like if somebody
Mm-hmm.
said do a whole room of Janet, I could do it in minutes. Actually, like that's all Janet. I got Janet albums on this side. Like she's my favorite female artist of all time, and now
Me
she's
too.
officially my most expensive concert ticket. It was the Jacksons, but because of the insurance and the taxes, it's now her. Actually,
Yeah.
no, it might be the Jacksons. No, no, it still might be
Really?
the Jacksons because I remember Jacksons was $400 for the meet and greet and 100 and something, or it might be a tie. But I think the cost of getting down there is that's going to change it.
Hmm.
Because I was like, wait a minute, now that I think about it, the
But
Jacksons were about that price.
this is your only second time seeing her, so I mean, like, it's not something that you just do all the time. And it's Janet. It is Janet Jackson.
I just
Janet,
wanted
the meter Joe.
floor seats. Like I really wanted the front row meet and greet thing. Like I don't know if
Hmm.
there's a option that we can upgrade to pay for the meet and greet. So if Janet
There should
people
be.
sees it, let us know. I'll come with my credit card. I said I don't mind paying for the upgrade.
I'm gonna get into that. Like, that was heartbreaking. That was very very much heartbreaking. But Eric says, I can't wait for a tour Memphis, Tennessee. I have 2 tickets waiting on new music. Yes. Let me just get into it because we gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this new music. So what we know about the tour so far is celebrating 50 years of Janet's career in entertainment. And she started in 1973 when she was 7 years old. And it's 2023, so it's 50 whole years later. And that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. That's like a big accomplishment and milestone right there. Then I believe they said she's celebrating the recent 25th anniversary of the Velvet Rope album, and I'm so glad because when we were celebrating the anniversary for it back in October, all we got was the digital deluxe album. We didn't get no merch or anything. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is how she's going to do it. Maybe she'll commemorate it this way. And then it's also commemorating the 30-year anniversary of the Janet album for this year. So I can't wait to see how
Oh,
she
that's
celebrates.
right. That came out in 93. How can I forget that?
Yeah, it's so many dates that I'm trying to keep up with. It's hard, but I try. And then Ludacris is her special guest. Um, the the one thing that I'm curious about, and I'm gonna ask you this: do you think he's gonna be like an opening act, or will he like pop out in the middle or something? Like,
More likely opening act.
hmm.
Not unless they're gonna have an opening act for the opening act. And don't laugh, Chris Brown does that. So, as a matter of fact, Chris Brown will have like 3 to 4 opening acts before the
Hmm.
opening act. So you'll be like, wait, what? You'll get like a mini concert with Chris Brown. So I said, it's
Wow.
possible there might be an opening act to Ludacris, then her. But I've never only been to one Janet Jackson concert, and we only had Mindless Behavior, and it was her, and that was it. So, and like
When
I
she,
said, Chris Brown's the only person I've seen with so many opening acts, 2 opening acts. I was like, wait, what?
wow. No, I think I've seen that recently where they'll have like a smaller opening act, and then they'll have a bigger, more well-known opening act, and then they'll have the main event. I've seen that before, but um, when I went to her State of the World tour, which was in what was that 2017, because she had took that break and then came back with that tour. Um, we didn't have any opening acts. We had DJ Active in the beginning, and he was like, playing some stuff. He played Young Love from her very first album, and I went crazy. I was like, wait a minute, Young Love, like I was so hyped for that. But yeah, we didn't. It was just Janet. Like they played like the video montage, and she came out on stage, and I lost my mind. You know what? I should. I don't know if I could do it. Maybe I could show some videos. Maybe I could, because I was. It's embarrassing though, like the screaming and hollering I was doing, and I wasn't even like close to her.
Young
It's-
love, ring around the roses.
But the tour begins April 14th in Hollywood, Florida, and it ends on June 21st in Seattle, Washington. And last I saw, it's nearly sold out with over 85% of the tickets sold. and I've seen predictions that it's gonna be sold out completely, like before the tour even starts. And I think that's really cool. Like somebody really put it into perspective. Um, like just the fact that, like, most artists, they'll put out an album and then they'll tour for that, and they'll have the album that's pushing ticket sales. But this is Janet with no album, no new music since 2018, no music videos, nothing. I mean, all we really had is that documentary. But
Mm-hmm.
this is her. She's doing this. She's bringing this in, and I'm just like, wow.
I love her fan base, like on Twitter. Oh
Hmm.
my gosh, they are going hard.
They
They
really
are
are. I love it.
going hard. It's like, ooh, if you did not know Janet was touring, they are reminding you.
They doing a whole countdown, and I'm every time I see it, retweet, 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 and they include like where to get tickets. So I don't even think some people knew she was touring. I'm like, how did y'all not? Like, she was literally trending on Twitter for like at
Because
least a
I
couple
feel like
days.
there's different levels of fandom, and if you're
Hmm.
not in the mix, you're gonna miss out. It's like I can't say this is what I do, but when it comes to the Jacksons, I have been following them the minute I found out they were on social media. I was like, oh,
Hmm.
and that's how I met all of them through their social media. Jermaine be like, I'm doing a book signing. I'd be like, well, I'll be there. Like they don't make it hard to find them. If they want to be seen, they will tweet about
Right,
it. So I'm like, oh wait, why not? That's the easiest way to get to them. Only
right.
Jackson I met without social media was Latoya. That was I call
Oh
fate.
wow.
I was watching Wendy Williams in real
Uh-huh.
time. Wendy goes, Latoya and Nene Leaks is down there, and I went, what? I literally grabbed my stuff. I'm very very blessed because I'm in Manhattan basically, so I'm like,
Hmm.
all right, just get on the train and go. So I was just like, and they were literally in Manhattan. I was just like, it was fate because that was no social media. But the rest of the Jacksons, they pretty much tweeted what they were doing, and you're like, okay, this is where we're gonna be. This is where we're gonna go. But I look, y'all. I know money is tight, but if you have a job and you feel confident that you have a job and you're gonna keep your job, get
Hmm.
tickets. Even if you're in the back,
Right,
nose bleeding, just go. Because I had bad
right.
seats the first time and I really had a good time. It's all about the music, the energy, being with other fans, showing off your t-shirts, and just the fandom, the merch. Um,
Yes.
it's just like I can't begin to tell you how what I beyond she's a iconic, like she is the GOAT of female artists. She defined what pop music became, at least all the good
Hmm.
parts. Like, and I'm just
Right.
like, please give her flowers. Please. She's a big deal.
Uh, exactly. Like I really was like, I pray I get these floors, but I want to be there like regardless. Like the first time I was there, it was like it really wasn't a terrible seat, but it wasn't like super duper close. I would have to zoom in when I was filming to get like a really good look, but it really wasn't bad. But I still just had like the best time, and I was just screaming. Like my aunt, she's not super like whoa, but she was there next to me. I was like, I do not care. I'm hollering, and y'all act. Can I send them to go watch your vlog?
Oh, you want if you want,
Wait, could we watch your vlog together?
I don't know if I have copyright music in it.
You might. Oh, mi-
I have snippets in it
you do. I
because of the
forgot.
concert, because of the concert itself.
That's true. Huh. But um I'll probably like put the link in the comments and stuff. Um but I loved it. You were like having the best time, and then I told you I love the glow stick part when you was like in the back dancing and stuff.
That was funny.
So
I got excited over a glow stick. But it's just like for me, all this stuff is so financially hard for me to get. So now that I'm getting to experience this stuff, I'm so grateful.
Mhm.
I was just like, when I was younger, I just, I live with my mom and there's four of us. Well, my parents, my mom and dad, and my parents were big on education. So we didn't have money to go to concerts. And it was just more, I got you in private school and we went to Hershey Park and great adventures here and there. But it's like
Right.
all this other stuff, I couldn't do it until I became an adult. And it's like, and I'm like, I'm just so grateful to be able to do it. Like people take for granted
Right.
concerts and amusement parks. That stuff is expensive in real life. Now, if you are financially fortunate enough to have it like that, good for you. I'm not. Like, it's like, I sacrificed for this. I financed this. I believe I financed it. And I think I had to pay a small fee to go, but I was like, I'm going to this concert. And I'm gonna finance a
Right.
ticket.
Right. There's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, Janet's a I mean, all the Jacksons are a big deal.
Yeah.
But I think Janet I resonate the most with because I grew up with her. Like I grew up with Michael,
Mhm.
and Janet was like her each album like almost like connects to every album she was saying. Like I was
Right.
just like, oh my gosh, yeah. Even with my parents being very controlling, I'm from a very religious family. There's nothing wrong with religion, but when you're a kid, sometimes you feel like they're doing the most, not
Mhm.
understanding why they're doing it. So you're just like, just let me be.
Mhm.
So control. I remember my mother hated me playing that album. She was like, you're too young to have that mindset. I was
Mhm.
too young looking back, but it's like, but
No, nothing.
I wasn't 17. I was much younger when that album came out. My mother was like, that's a bit much for a young lady to be having them thoughts. But
Right.
I don't know. I just always connected with Janet, from her weight fluctuations to
Mhm.
just everything. I'm very very proud of her. Very excited for this.
Right. Um, you right. Like she's a big deal, and the fact that hold on, I gotta put my laptop on the charger. But I'm gonna keep talking. So the fact that like she made news, like local news stations. Like when I was on YouTube, I was getting videos recommended to me, like from local news stations, like, oh, Janet's performing in our city on this da 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 da. And the fact that she didn't waste no time. She made that tour announcement, flew out to New York. She then did the Tonight Show. She did the Today Show, and she did the Sherry Show. And like the way like people were just like freaking out, like that just lets you know, like was she like 56 years old,
Yeah,
almost 57.
Sherry Shepherd was my favorite reaction. She was crying. She
Yeah,
was crying. That would have been me.
that would have been me too.
I'd have been like, oh wait. And then Janet's like, you're crying. You're like, yes. Like
Like it's you.
we really appreciate her. It's like there's no words
Mhm.
like I could ever say to her. Like I'm just so grateful that she came in this space and she represented. Like I said before, she was never considered big, but she was big compared to the very skinny women of the 80s. And I was just
Mhm.
so glad to see a woman on screen that wasn't like so skinny. There's nothing wrong being
Mhm.
skinny to all my skinny people. But, even when I'm quote unquote skinny, I'm still not skinny. It's only so small I can get because of my frame. I'm just a big girl naturally. So it was just like, Janet's quote unquote big because she's got that beautiful booty. But I'm sure when she was younger, she probably didn't see it that way. So
Yeah.
it's just like it's just nice to see someone like her on the screen. Not everybody could be a size 2. That's not
Mhm.
even my goal. My goal is to be a size 6. And for some people, that's still big. For me, 6 is fine. Like I'm just trying to
Right.
be healthy, not super slim. Again, nothing wrong. If you skinny, good for you. That's not my natural build though. I'm a thick girl. Naturally. I'm fluffy and proud.
Right.
And
It was
and
just the representation though.
right, and I think she was the first like that, like the only time you ever saw like a larger woman, it was usually like a man me, like a servant. It was like a caricature or something. Janet
Yeah.
Janet was sexy, beautiful. She still was sexy, still beautiful. It was just like, ooh. But again, not if you're a size 2, am I coming for you? But when you are growing up and you're not, quote unquote, the standard of beauty and size, you feel like you're not adequate. And then when you see someone like Janet, you're like, okay, cool. I am enough, because it's just like
Hmm.
not everybody is made the same. I got big boobs and no hips, and I'm proud of my body. That's my body. But you don't see nobody like me. Well, actually, you have Lizzo now, but there wasn't no Lizzo then. It was just Janet. you know,
Right.
this is before J Lo. This is before Beyonce. It was just basically one size fits all. And if you're not that size, you're not beautiful. What? Like
Mm.
she changed that.
Yeah, that's good. Like her her magnitude, just her influence, she really really like made her own lane. That's what I love about her. Like she made her own lane and her own style. Like you'll have people that like I've even seen some crazy stuff like um oh my goodness, I don't even remember where I saw it or heard it. They said nepotism or no, what did they say? It was I think they were trying to say it was nepotism from her brothers or something. Now we can't deny the fact that if that they did help pave a way for her, but it was a struggle for herself. She had to struggle too. We can't deny that. Like she didn't want to do music at first, but then she like finally broke away and did it in the way that she wanted to, and that was most likely hard. Like literally like had to fire her father and like just do it the way she wanted to. And then of course you got people comparing her all the time to Michael or her brothers and stuff. And she did that. Like she really had to make a name for herself.
I still feel like she still is being compared to her brother, which is unfair.
Mhm.
But I see Janet is Janet and Michael is Michael.
Mhm.
And I resonate with her for one reason, because she's a woman and I'm a woman, and I resonate with Michael for a completely different reason. But
Right.
I just I don't know. Sometimes it's like, oh, like they'll be like, well, I don't know why to compare those two. It's almost like Prince and Michael. Why are we doing that? Just they're two separate artists.
Right.
It's two
They too
levels,
different.
different levels of greatness for different reasons.
Yeah. Um so I saw somebody mention oh it was Eric, the new music. So we don't know what that new music is. Like one thing I heard from Janet is that she never wants to say what the music is until like she's finished. Like she'll go in and she's like, okay, we're gonna work on something. So she'll never say, oh yeah, I'm giving you guys an album, because like if it doesn't end up being an album, then it's like Janet told us it was gonna be an album. That's not. So she just says new music, and I think that's a safe route. It could be an EP. It could be a handful of new songs. I'm curious to know if she's gonna do a song with Luda.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope to see that. She does really good collaborations with rap artists. So I would do one with Luda.
Yeah, I think that that's what I'm thinking. Like we, of course, we don't know anything yet. Like she's really been very hush hush about this, and I know I see some of her fans is like Janet, like you have a tour. Like what are you doing? Like where's Janet? Where is Janet? Where is Janet? And like we don't have a photo shoot. We don't have any more information about the music. We don't The only new thing we got is that picture of her. Like, hey, I'm working hard, taking a bath after a long day.
That's it.
But because of that, like the how quiet she is, because the last tour that I was like, I remember being consciously aware of was the Unbreakable tour and the State of the World tour. And so I remember her like having photo shoots and stuff for that. But now it's like she's quiet, and I'm like, does she got something up her sleeve? Like, is she about to like come out here and just like snatch all of our edges? Like, what is she about to do here? Like, because we don't know. It's like I don't have anything to expect right now because
I
I can only.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we also got to keep in mind this is her first tour. No, not really. She was a mom when she was touring in Vegas, but
Oh yeah.
this is still different. Like in
Mhm.
her documentary, she kind of implied like retirement's not far away.
Whoo.
And that's why I was like, "Oh, no, 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 no. We gonna get some good seats. I don't know if this is her last
Mhm.
tour." You know, 56 is youngish, but I'm like in my late 40s and I could barely walk. Your body changes, you change. I'm sure Janet's not as bad as me, but I'm telling you right now, my 40 something body is nowhere near my 20 something body. And after a while, you do get tired. So I don't know. And
Right.
she's a mom. I heard motherhood is very harsh on the body. So it's
Mhm.
like, oh, wait, I don't know. We don't know how Janet is experiencing things now. That bathtub picture looked like she was like, oh, wait, what did I sign up for?
Maybe that's why she's just doing a North American tour for now. And then maybe further along, she's like, okay, maybe I can open up some international just to kind of dip her toe in the water.
Yes. I was like, I admire anyone who's still performing 50 and up because
Hmm.
it's just not, I think being an entertainer is tough. It's
It is.
can you fast forward Chris Brown at 50 years old? Like, will he be the same Chris Brown? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
look at Genuine and he came back and then people were making jokes at him because he wasn't like performing to the level that he used to.
Hmm.
Genuine, I think, is 50, right? I don't know. He's up there.
I'm not sure.
But the point is he's not the same person he was when he was 30. Like,
Right.
so I was like, ooh, child.
But I low key think she might got some surprise because the trainer that she's with, Tony, they said every time he get her right, like, and the conditioning and stuff. I'm like, maybe she gonna come out here and be like, oh, y'all thought I lost it? Nah, no, I was just quiet. I was just going boom. But we gonna see. We definitely gonna see. But the
Mm-hmm.
next thing we got is the new Janet Jackson Family First documentary. And yo, somebody sent this to me, and I'm like, yo, is this real?
It
is
looks
this
like
is
it.
this real? And so then I started seeing it everywhere else, and I'm like, yo, we're getting a new documentary, and um, I guess it's supposed to like follow her while she's on the tour, and it's really cool because the last tour she was on, the one that I went to, she was like documenting that as well. And so I'm like, this is gonna be the second tour where she's documenting. This is so cool. Like, um, but I guess Randy's supposed to be collaborating with her. And they say like in the articles, like to get the family band back together after them not performing in 40 years. And I'm like, they performed together like in 2001. I know all the brothers for sure. Like, what part of
No,
the family
no,
band?
the sisters. They used to all tour together.
The sisters?
Remember, they used to all be together. Rebe and Latoya. I mean, look at the old footage. They all used to sing and stuff together in Vegas. Remember the
Well, but
documentary?
that was like how many, but that was in like the mid 70s.
She said over 40 years. That implies all of them.
Well, they said 40 after not performing since the last time they performed was 40 years ago.
That means they're kids.
40 years ago was 1983 or 1982, 1983. That's the part that confuses me. That's why I was like, is this real? Like, 'cause
If all of them come together, I'm like my money's
I'm
gone.
gonna cry.
My money's
I'm
gone. Like
take my money. Take it.
I've
Take
never
it.
seen Randy perform ever.
Yo, if Randy gets back on the stage,
Oh my gosh. Like MJ Fangirl and Shelly saw Randy perform at that thing of 2001. You know, the one that was on
uh-huh.
television. That's the last time I saw Randy on the stage with his brothers.
Yeah, he said that now he doesn't really want to be out there like that. He likes being doing the behind the scenes work. So
Randy, I don't care. How about that? I
come on,
want you on
come
stage.
on,
Come on,
come on! It's a
Randy.
collaboration. Come on, Randy,
Come
you
on,
you got
Randy.
this. Just one time, he got one of my favorite voices in the family. So come on, you got this.
It's like, could you imagine all of them? Yo, and then they could open up with Jafar. Don't
Okay,
play.
no, okay, I'm gonna get into that at the end because you just reminded me. So I got this whole big old Jackson family like performance imagination. This idea, but I'm gonna get into that. But Ashley Sunflower said, "I have faith in her. I saw New Edition and they're really good." Yo, I haven't seen them in like person, but I've seen videos. They're like in their 50s. I think Johnny is like one of the oldest. Maybe I don't even know, but like they really, really, really have it.
Not
Like,
Bobby Brown. At least the clip I saw on TikTok, Bobby be struggling sometimes.
well, like I remember it could be that he's touring like a lot right now because he was touring by himself with somebody else. But like the stuff, like when I watched him on the Essence Fest recently, he was so good. Like he sounded really, really good. He so
It's crazy. Somebody offered me tickets to see them, but I had some family stuff to address literally like a few days ago. I think they were in Jersey. And it's like I
oh
had seen them in concert though, but it would have been nice to see them. But I think Bobby was missing when I saw them. I seen it
oh
with the five, not all six.
oh I would cry if they. I have to see all six of them. Like I have to. This young thing. But that is so cool. Like that's another group that is like a dream group for me to see. Um Elle says we need to research the family band situation. Yeah, because I need some clarification on that. Because like when you were saying the Vegas thing, I was like, maybe it could be, but then I was like, well, 40 years ago, that was like that was the Thriller era, and
True.
maybe it's some of the articles are wording it like over 40 years ago. And then some of them are taking like paraphrasing other articles and then they're saying like, oh, 40 years ago. Maybe that's what it is. But
Mm.
huh.
But
We
whatever
we'll
she
see.
does, I am excited because I really liked her documentary. I love the backstory and the history she had about the family. Like
Mhm.
I think people really do not know what it took for the Jacksons to be the Jacksons.
Mhm.
So it's just like only other family I could give their flowers to is the Wayne kids, Marlon Wayne,
Yeah.
uh not so many families that are really famous. The Osmonds, but they haven't been out forever. They might be
Mhm.
doing some Vegas shows here and there, but it's like not too many families that are like doing their thing like that.
Yeah. Hey
Hey,
Jen. Yeah, he took a lot of breaks, but his voice was so good. Oh, he's talking about Bobby.
Well, TikTok being messy. There's this one girl, she had me
Yeah.
on the floor. She was acting like she was part of the performance and she was trying to get Bobby Brown water. I said, I can't.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, y'all leave Robert Beresford Brown alone. Y'all leave that man alone. He been through a lot. Oh
Mm-mm.
man.
He has. Yes, he has.
But as far as like other new material, like merch, I don't know what the merch looking like, but I'm gonna have a couple slides coming up. And I know Scarlett's like, girl, here you go about this merch. But because I've been talking about it for a minute. Because I've been trying to like calculate it, everything. But I feel like we're of course gonna get merch with the, let me go back. This picture, this picture on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe like, merch with the like, or on the back of it, like if it's a shirt, the tour dates or something like that. Um, but I'm wondering if she's gonna have some Janet era merch and some Velvet Rope era merch. That's the one thing I was just,
Maybe a combo of both.
she could. I know she still has like recent shows. She's had Rhythm Nation shirts
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
Hopefully.
Well, that's her most
Um,
iconic. Is Rhythm Nation is her most socially conscious one. It was
mhm.
just it hits. It hits different.
It does. That's my favorite Janet album. I love that album so much. Um,
Mm.
so this was her. Oh, this is in reference to the music. So I know she might be in a different mindset creatively now. Maybe she don't want to put out a whole album, but I know in my heart that I just feel it in my spirit that she got a whole album brewing inside of her, because these pictures were taken in 2021, and I feel like she was low key teasing the fans like, "Hey, I'm in the studio. I got some headphones on. I got a microphone behind me." Especially in the last picture, like y'all wish y'all had this music, don't y'all? Like I'm
Right?
like, Janet, this is why these fans is mad. This is why they sit up here angry.
Where's the
But
new music?
oh no, and she was like, "Oh yeah, there's gonna be new music." She was like, "Yeah, I hear y'all saying so. Where's the new music? Where's the new music?" I'm like, "What have y'all been doing?" Like, ooh. But this is the merch.
Oh.
So I dug up some pictures of the old merch from the State of the World tour just to see what the pricing might look like to give y'all a little
Oh,
estimate.
it's up there.
It's up there. So up here at the top where it has the picture of her in the black in the bun, that's what that tour book looked like. Oh, I should have brought my stuff out. It's okay. It's okay. I would have showed y'all, but it's okay. But that's the tour book. That's the front and back of the tour book. That tour book I do remember was $25. And then there's a keychain that's like $10. This thing in the middle where it has like her on the red background, that's the inside of the tour book. So I guess they're just giving different angles. They had like a mug at the bottom where her eyes are showing. I thought that was really cool. Because I didn't see that. Like I didn't go to any of the merch tables when I was there. My parents only give me so much monies. So I think the most merch I saw was somebody like selling the um the tour book like in the arena, and my aunt got that for me. But I did not see like all this merch, like the hats and stuff. But this, it looked like a makeup bag or like a pencil pouch. I have no idea, but that's really really cool. And if she still has something like that, I might get it this year. Um, Over on the other picture, that's when I was talking about the Rhythm Nation shirts. You can't really see it, but I do believe it was like $30.
That's actually
She
fair.
had, hmm yeah, compared to the other pricing that I was hearing about.
I think I was
Um,
paying like $45 for my t-shirts for like now it's like 11 years ago.
well, at
Uh-huh.
least she hasn't increased. Hopefully, we don't know yet, but hopefully not.
I wish
Hopefully
I
not.
had my t-shirts out already. Like I can't remember where I got this from. Let me see. I know this is the official one. I just don't. rock with you. Which I don't remember. I just remember from the concert, I got a gray one, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
$45. I just don't know where this came from. Oh well.
Hmm.
I just know because from either it's from a website or it's from a concert. But more likely, this is from her website.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And it was expensive.
I bet it was. Oh my. That's why I was over here calculating. I'm like, so if she has different shirt options, if it's gonna be like $30 to $45 each, we're gonna
Yeah.
have to calculate. Like I was there with Jan. I was like, Lord, I don't want to think about how much it's gonna cost, but it's Janet, so it's worth it. Um,
But
but
like you said, she's not out there like that. So it does
mhm,
make sense. It's not like Chris Brown. Chris Brown literally tours almost every single year. So you're like,
mhm,
oh, imagine like getting merch in every single year. That's expensive. She comes
yeah,
out like every couple of years, so you can afford to splurge out.
that's true. That's very true. Oh, and this is the other part of it. So these are the more expensive shirts, where they're like $40 to $45. And then she had like a sweatsuit set on the picture on the right, and that was can't really see. I can't see it on this screen. Let me see if I can pull it up
I love me a good.
here to see it
I
better.
love sweats. Oh my god, is anybody team sweatpants? I love me a good sweat.
I would definitely wear it, but like
The
I
price.
have a really weird texture issue thing. And
Oh,
like when the inside of hoodies or like sweatshirts and like sweatpants, like there's a certain type of material inside. When you wear it and it starts to ball up, I get like itchy. I don't know why. I just can't do it. And I'm like, I wish I could, but you know, this is an excuse for me not to be spending like $80 and whatnot.
sweats are
So,
always expensive. I don't care who it is.
yo, so the hoodie,
You can see the
okay,
price.
is 75. I can see it now.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
75, but if you got it in extra large, it was 80.
How
The
dare.
pants were 60, but if you got it in extra large, it's 65. So that's like the 75 or the price of the hoodie plus the price of the pants. Yo.
Mm-mm.
Whew,
We.
whew.
I know I got one of her sweatshirts, and it's actually black and white. Dang, I wish I
Hmm.
had. It's like my stuff is close, but not close enough. Cause like I know I can get it. I don't know. I know, like I don't know if I'm going to get merch. I always say I'm never going to get merch. I always come back home with merch, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think last time
Uh,
I spent like $100 in merch.
the graphic has to be in. Yeah, like okay, with me personally, I like to have something with like their face on it or like silhouette or something. So like that's the stuff I'm looking for. So if it has like her face or something like in like color, like I love color, then that's right up my alley. So I'm like, depending on what it is, I'll get it. Um,
I gotta give Janet props. She has some of the best T-shirts I've ever seen. Like I can't
hmm
put in words. Like I don't know. This is just. It doesn't look like it's not cheap.
I love the shirt though,
It's
and the
really
fact that you
nice.
had it for how
A
long have
long
you
rock with you. Which one is that? What year was
disciplined? That was like what was that 2006?
that? Yeah, this
No.
is old.
Yeah, it was probably 2006, 2008. Oh, I really got to get these dates down. But no, that's really good.
So, and then the one I got from the tour, it's it's not like a screen. I mean, it is a screen thing, but it doesn't look like it. It looks
hmm
good. I'm like, no, it's a lot. It's a lot of money, but it looks good and it wears very well.
hmm Oh, and then there was this like hoodie thing. It looks thinner, but it's blue, and I think it what was it? It might be 75 For that one, from what I'm seeing, I can't really tell. And then the picture on the right is just exclusively sold. It's exclusively sold at the shows. So
Mm.
I'm like, oh man, now we got to put that into account. That could be exclusive, and I'm like, but it's more options though. So I love that. I love that picture on that shirt. Oh, they have long sleeve. I love me a good long sleeve because I need some Jackson shirts for the winter. I got one Jackson long sleeve shirt, and that's TJ. I need more.
Ah.
Janet, if you ever see this, if your team see this, I love me a good long sleeve. A good long sleeve. I love it. And then the duffel bag. I'm curious to know how much that duffel bag costs.
Okay.
I'm really curious. If y'all remember, if y'all seen it at the shows, let me know because if there's a duffel bag, I might get it. Um, now
Oh,
these
pretty.
were the State of the World 2018 merch items. So she switched things up. It's different shirts, different colors. This was somebody's merch that they got on the picture on the left, but the picture on the right is the stuff that was on her website. Um, oh, so there's a bomber jacket. That's another thing, Janet. If you and your team ever see this, can we get a bomber jacket? I need me a good bomber jacket. I love the bomber jackets. I love it. And then she also had like this poster. Like it was like a photo shoot. I love that picture. I hope we get like different like picture options that we can get.
Right.
Um, because I don't think I have any Janet posters. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have any. Oh, so this the blue hoodie was 75 to 80. That's what I was thinking. Um, so take that into account, y'all. Yeah, I love bomber jackets too. I just don't have one yet. But I'm hoping this could be my first. So this was the VIP package.
Oh, that's nice. And it came with a picture.
It disclaimer, I'm so sorry. So ignore the well the it's a sorry, it's a tour book in the middle. Ignore the tour book,
Okay.
and in the second picture, ignore the rolled up poster. Because those didn't come with it. Somebody was just showing it. So they got in the VIP package like the jean bag. It's a jean material black bag, and it said Janet on there. And then in the next picture, you can actually see it. It's a little button, and it says State of the World Tour, Janet Jackson. They had the VIP lanyard. She already knows what I think. I was so shocked. And it comes with these little pouches. And I guess depending on where you were, or like, I don't know, some people got a triangle pack and some people got a square. And it was a zip up pack. And inside said pouches that also said Janet Jackson State of the World Tour. They had these chargers, like just white basic chargers, and that was it. And I'm like, they didn't get a poster, they didn't get a t-shirt, like
So wait, so only the
picture.
outside had branding on it, but not the actual charger?
Yeah. Like she was just giving them chargers. Like, I know y'all phones be dying. Like
No,
it
no,
was a
a charger, I work for a company and they give charges sometimes,
mhm.
but it has the company's name on it. But if it's just a white charger,
Yeah, it was just a white charger. Like it didn't I don't think it had a brand on it. Like it just says USB. I'm reading on that one. It was just now if it had like her branding on it and like State of the World Tour,
right, it
I
would
could
have
see a
been
bit more.
it'd have been more of a collector's piece because like, oh, you had to have the VIP to get that, and that's it.
Yeah. So once again, Janet and your team, if you are seeing this, I would love like a T-shirt thrown into this,
Oh, they're not
maybe
going
a
to do that because it's going to be a
poster.
size issue.
That's true. That's true
It's
because they probably would have asked her. But maybe like a poster or some pictures in there,
I would
even
say
if they're like little
a
pictures.
poster would have been better. It's a they ain't gonna put t-shirts.
Wait, the lanyard was a USB album?
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, is that what that is? I see it. Okay, the USB right there. It looked like a charger, but I'm thinking it goes to the lanyard. I should have had you up. I almost asked you to join the live gen because you have seen her multiple times. Okay, so that clarifies that. But the charger, the charger block, like she put in like a white charger, car charger, and then like the charger block charger headpiece that plugs into the wall into those pouches.
Mm.
Now, was it her Unbreakable album that was on the USB? That's really interesting, huh?
See, I never done like a VIP anything, so I'm not sure what to expect.
Yeah, all I know is that they said 3 to 5 days before the tour, they're gonna email us with what time we're supposed to be there. We have to have our IDs, and the name has to match the name that you bought the tickets with on your ID, and then that's you pick it up from there. Like I know these, they got theirs mailed to them. Um,
What?
yeah, no, but that's a common thing, believe it or not. And I didn't know that was a thing. Like they'll mail it out before the concerts, and then I guess people would just like take their merch there, like take their lanyards or something. Like I've seen it with other artists, so but this one we're actually going to go pick it up. So
Oh, yeah, I'd rather do that. Like what?
yeah, I was trying to get my bag. Okay, definitely like send me pictures and like let me know because that's I did not. I was like wondering like where is the lanyard, and I was looking at the next picture. I'm like, is the USB the lanyard? It looked like a charger, but yeah. So this one, okay, this was the keychain that I first showed in that picture, but it's a closer look. And then the picture on the right is from the Unbreakable tour with the Black Eagle. Um, and that was like the theme of it, like Black Eagle, and it's I think it's a scarf. It's like a see-through type scarf or something. Um, but yeah. Oh, she got her bag at the show. Well, I saw somebody's video. That's how I found it because I was like, okay, now that I got these VIP tickets, what am I supposed to be getting now? Like, not. So I was like trying to like dig up stuff and like find it on YouTube just to see. And I saw this lady, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we got ours in the mail today." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, this is a charger. This is a charger. This is a charger." So I'm just like, "Oh, these is chargers." Like Janet was like, "Charge your phone." But I
Honestly,
mean,
you gonna need it.
for real. Um, okay, this is her website currently in the moment. So her store website, not her like website, but her store is down, and I believe that they're getting ready to put the merch
The
on
new
there.
stuff. You know what I
I'm so
wish they
excited.
had? This cup. This cup I got from Thriller Night. Could you imagine a Janet one? I am obsessed with this stupid cup. I am obsessed with this stupid cup. Then I
No.
ordered a plain one to take to work
Mhm.
because I was like, I legitly just drink more water because of this stupid cup. It's not a
No,
stupid
I love
cup.
me a good reusable cup. I love it. Uh,
Can I get a Janet one like this?
Janet, can we get some tumblers? Some
I
cups,
want something that made me go, oh, I'm glad I got this VIP.
bomber jacket.
And a VIP?
Oh, not the VIP, not the
Oh,
VIP. Oh, but definitely no, because that VIP package would have been like $200 more probably.
I,
um,
so I think I did. I do a VIP for no, actually, I didn't do a VIP for Chris. I wanted to. His things always out so fast.
mm. So Jen said it's an Unbreakable album. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, that was her most like recent one before that tour. So set list. All right. I was supposed to come up with songs that I wanted, but I was just like, you know what, that's gonna be a long list, so I'm gonna just do it on the spot. But as far as set list, I'm very curious to know what she's gonna sing because in these past performances that she's done, like she's been throwing in some gems, like deep cuts. Like Essence Fest, she did it was Let's Wait a While, and she merged it into Lonely from the Rhythm Nation album. And I love that song, and I've never heard her do it live. So when she did that and I was watching it, I probably screamed. And I know I got the footage somewhere, or like at least the audio of me watching it. So I'm like, can we get some more deep cuts? Can we get a full performance of Lonely?
That's
Please,
that's
Jen.
one of my favorite songs too.
Yes. I was in a Walmart when I first heard that song. I said, wait a minute, what is this gym I'm listening to? So now every time I listen to it, I think of Walmart. um, so for set list, I definitely think that she's probably going to be doing more Janet album songs. Because of course, 30th anniversary. She could be doing more Velvet Rope songs. Like,
I would say more Velvet Rope.
yeah, I hope she does the one
Maybe
that she just added on there for the deluxe version. Accept Me.
ah,
Yeah.
somebody had a nice thing on, was it TikTok performance of that. Also, I hope she does Made for Now.
That was I was don't even
I'm
get me
like,
started on that
I said, "Ooh wee."
song. Yo, like okay, so I'm gonna talk about it in a minute because I'm gonna go on a whole tangent and I don't want to do that right now. But I think that she would do more Janet songs, like because I'm hoping that she might do like New Agenda. Because I'm like, if this is celebrating the Janet album, like commemorating it, like maybe like what song I'm thinking of? Uh gosh, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now, y'all. I'm so sorry. Let's look this up, and it's a very easy song. I just don't know why I'm not remembering it. Cause I even loved one of the performances she did of it. So what's wrong with me? Um oh wait, I didn't even think of Funky Big Band.
Mm.
Yo, if she did Funky Big Band, that would be like a really big surprise. Oh, Because of Love. Because of Love. That would be cool to see her perform. I don't think she's I don't think she's done that one a whole lot as of recently.
Hmm.
And then new music, um, she could do her new music. For her last album, she was supposed to drop or her last tour. Uh, yeah, Funky Big Band. That would be like, yo, if I hear that, like the intro of it, I'm gonna be like, oh snap, like, mm. But so like in her last like tour or like the Unbreakable tour and then the Black Diamond tour, she was supposed to do the same thing. She was gonna start the tour, but then drop an album like while she was touring. And I'm like, Janet, please don't do that because I want to sing the songs with you. Like I want to know the music with you. So please,
Exactly.
please don't do that to me. Or no, she couldn't do that because I was gonna say, or she could like sing the songs, like pop out and surprise us and perform the songs for the have us here for the very first time at the concert. But people are going to be recording in the audience and they're going to be like, "Oh, there's a new song," and it wouldn't be like it could kill the surprise.
That's true. That's true.
It's up in the air. It's really up in the air. Um,
She
And then
got so many hits. Like, how do you even make a set list for this?
especially is because that's another thing. Like, if it's supposed to commemorate 50 years, I was also thinking maybe she could throw in like her early stuff, like Young Love.
If she
Uh,
does that, you'll see me crying because I've never even. I mean, I've seen her perform that when she was young,
yo, yes.
but I have not seen her do that. Like, wow.
But then again, she didn't like. She doesn't really. The earliest like songs that that I've seen her perform is Control, and I'm like, maybe it's not that she necessarily cared too much for those first two albums because she didn't get a say in like what she was doing. So, ooh, wait a minute. If this is a thing to get the family band back together, let's say maybe she'll bust out with "You Don't Stand Another
Another chance.
Yo, that would go.
Doo, 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 doo.
Mm. Has she ever sung and on live? I'm not sure.
I don't
Huh.
know. I wonder if there's any Janet concerts online. One check.
There's you have to like as far as like newer stuff, like it's not a whole lot. Like I think I've only seen one Janet YouTuber that like how we are like, oh look at my collection item, like look at this. I've really only seen one, but I don't even know if they're like active anymore. Yeah, the first album has some bops on there. Young Love, Love and My Best Friend, You'll Never Find a Love Like Mine, just bops. But I saw the Essence Festival concert. Yeah, possibility. I mean, it's really like the possibilities are endless right now because we don't know. Uh, but like, what songs do you want to hear? And then y'all can answer in the comments too. But I'm curious, Trish.
I know for me, it's definitely Made for Now.
Mm-hmm.
Together Again. Funny How Time Flies.
Yes.
Um, Anything from Rhythm Nation. Anything.
She typically one thing I notice is that for Control, she basically does the whole out performs the whole album, but as like she'll do it, she doesn't do like all the songs like fully. She'll like kind of like sing some and then sing go into another one and not sing the whole thing necessarily, just for time's sake. The only song that she don't sing that I've noticed from Control is two songs. You Can Be Mine and He
You
Doesn't
can
Even Know
be
That I'm Alive.
mine. Yes, you could. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, even though I love it.
And then yeah, He Doesn't Know I'm Alive.
I used
That
to
one.
play that all the time to my crush.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, no.
I would like to hear her do that live though. I think that would be like um a fun little yes, Diamonds. Don't you know?
Sh
Diamonds.
No, she actually performed that when I saw her. I think I put that in my clip.
She did, and that's what made me literally the next day we watched the number one show together. But I think the one that we watched was in Singapore. She didn't pull that one out. So I was like, dang. But I hope she pulls out Diamonds. Miss you much.
I
Miss
miss
you
you
much.
much. I really missing you too. I cannot wait.
Mm. Another thing about Rhythm Nation. Rhythm Nation kind of similar in the way she does it about like how she performs Control. She basically does most of the album on Rhythm Nation, but she doesn't really do Lonely. Like I said, the only time I seen her do it live was when she did a snippet of it and merged it with Let's Wait a While.
Mm.
And if that snippet got me excited, I'm telling you, if she pulls out Lonely on this tour,
I love me a
I
good
might cry.
mashup. I love me a good mashup.
I might cry. And then she doesn't do Come Back to Me a lot. And I'm like, that's one of my favorite ballads from her.
Especially the remix. Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
love
dun.
that version.
Looking through my old drawers. That's my girl. Came across the letter you wrote.
Wait, no, I did see her do it live. I saw her do it live at the State of the World tour. But as I'm going through her shows and like I'm like, she doesn't do it a lot. She always does Again. She always does I Get So Lonely, Funny How Time Flies, Let's Wait a While. I'm trying to think some more about. I don't even remember the ballads I just said. I need Old School Janet too, though, but I wouldn't mind Rope Burn. Would you mind? Or this, yo, is we gonna get Mother Janet, or is we gonna get Would You Mind Janet?
We probably get Mother Janet.
But what?
Which
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
okay. So when I went to go see her in 2017, my mom was hesitant to let me go because I'm still young. I was like 16 at the time, and she was like, "I don't know what she gonna do at that stage. She gonna drag somebody on that stage and do what she did back on the All For You tour, or what?" And I'm like, I don't think she would. She got a whole baby now. She's older. I don't think she would. And I haven't seen any footage of her online doing it. So, she didn't. But then I'm watching the Metamorphosis show. She gets to I Get So Lonely and she all on the floor. I'm like, I was here for it, but I was like, oh my God, Jen. Like, she was all on that floor. And I was like, yo. And then after that, she brings dudes on stage and she gives a little tease, like this performance made Would You Mind look like rated G, basically. But she did grab parts, but that's it. That's it. So I'm like, maybe.
Ooh,
And
wait.
by this point, Issa had to be like 2. So
All right. So
motherhood ain't stopping her.
okay.
Motherhood ain't stopping her. We gonna see. We gonna see.
So okay.
Uh,
You're going in May too, right? My show's in May.
I'm going May 2nd.
Okay. I
Yeah,
cannot wait.
I know that. I hope she keeps to the tradition of doing the full version, the full song of Rhythm Nation, because that's one of my favorite songs. Um, of hers, and it's one of my favorite songs that she performs. And then on the Metamorphosis shows, and then it was another show that she did in Europe. She did a tribute to the brothers. She said, "This is a tribute to my brothers," and she did the Shovel in the Funk.
Oh.
And she was like, and everybody got in a line. Like, it was a long line of her dancers and her team, and they just shoveled the funk like the brothers. Like, yeah, we're going May 2nd. You remember this song "Making Love in the Rain" with Herb Alpert? She did background.
Yes.
Oh,
When it's stormy outside,
I need to re-listen to that song. Oh my
you in
goodness.
my arms. But when you're away from me, I wish it would rain, 'cause it's always the same.
I need some Mrs. Jackson. Miss Jackson. I guess we might get Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Right?
We might get some Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
For a second,
We
I thought that
might.
was an eggplant, but that's a chili pepper.
No,
I,
not the eggplant
I,
chat.
I say,
Oh,
what is that? Oh, that's a chili pepper. Spicy.
Oh my goodness. Uh, there's so many songs I want to hear her perform. Like so many songs. Like I want to hear her do "Damn Baby" again. I want to hear her do, of course, "Feedback." I would
Oh
love,
yes, that's one of my favorites.
I would
Take
love to
me
hear her
through.
do. Ooh, I love "Greatest X" and "Never Let You Go" from her Discipline album. Those are some good underrated ballads right there. That 2000 sound, man. I'm looking on Spotify right now. Rock with You. I love Rock with You. I would love to hear her
Oh
sing that
my
live.
gosh, right? Strobe lights make everything sexier.
Trish, okay.
I know
Janet
me
might have to
some
bring you on
Janet.
stage.
I like
She
I
might have to bring
know
you
me
on
some
stage.
Janet. That's I was like, I know Janet's music better than Michael's. That says a lot.
If you have Peacock, they have her Glastonbury Festival performance when yep, that's the one when she shovels the funk on there too. Um, yeah, I hope she does Scream and Black Cat because her rock voice. I love her rock voice. It's so different. And then as she gets older, it's like I love it even more. Like so, I'm hoping that we get Scream. Because I haven't seen her do it live. I know at some locations she did do it live in the past, but at the one I went to see her, she didn't do it, and I was so sad. I was like, dang, dang it. But I hope we get Scream. That would make my entire
Right?
day. Oh man, I'm a sob. Oh man, I'm looking at. Oh, I hope she busts out. I could see her doing like I don't know how it will work, but from her All For You album, All For You, and somehow segue it into R&B Junkie from Demita Joe. Because they both have the old school samples and they both like grooves. So I would love to see her do that like back to back or something.
Hmm.
That would be cool. Um, ooh, Think About My Ex is a good song. Oh man, it's so many songs that she could do. And then from her All For You album, Come On Get Up,
Come on, get out.
I have to
Mm.
see her do that live. Like it's so many. It's so many. Son of a Gun, Feel So Right, Doesn't Really Matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness. And then like I think I said the Velvet Rope album. Um
70s love groove. That's a deep cut, but that's a good one. 70s love groove.
oh wait.
I think that came from like a B side to a single. And then I think later on she released it. But I know I got mine from a single because my best friend and I used to live together and she loved that song.
Yo. Cause I was like, where is that song from? Now I get it. Because you just reminded me of a song that I want to hear live. The Skin Game. She did it on her last tour and like the fact that she came out she didn't she for me she came out with the Knowledge, and I thought that was pretty dope. And then other location, I think it might have been the second part of the State of the World tour, she came out with the Skin Game and then went into the Knowledge. But that was epic. Coming out with the Skin Game, a B-side to a single, crazy. Oh, they're talking about Scream. Scream hits different live, especially when you hear Michael's voice. I was a mess, no lie. Oh my.
Mm,
Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that.
you know what I would love to see as a souvenir? I would love to see the Velvet Rope 25 as a hard copy.
That's what I was. I forgot that. I forgot to say that. I was thinking that exactly because I was like, all we have is the digital one. and we didn't get hard copies of it, and she commemorated all her other albums with like color
Vinyl.
like vinyl
I'm
records.
not the biggest fan of vinyl because it's hard to store it, but it's CD because
Hmm.
sometimes streaming stuff just stops streaming. Like Tito Jackson, one of his albums is not available, even though I think he said he's going to reissue it. That's not the
Uh-huh.
point. If I had the CD, I still have it, no matter if you took it down or not.
Yeah.
I
That's exactly what
I
I keep telling
prefer
people.
hard copies. Sometimes their music comes down and we don't know why,
Hmm.
and then we're stuck with nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was wondering the same thing about Tito, but that interview he did, he said he gonna reissue it to
Oh,
mainstream, and
you saw it too. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So I guess he's taking it down under the blues genre and then putting it under what regular R&B or something.
he just said like mainstream. So
Yeah,
I guess to
I know he's gonna
everybody.
change the genre.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, how dare you? I was trying to play it and I was like, where did it go? Like, where did
Because
it go?
I wanted to put it on my Marlon playlist because Marlon's he has a part in the song, and I was like, this would be perfect,
For the love
but
of one
it's
another.
gone. Hmm. Yeah.
I think hard copy is the way to go. You can't do it for every artist, but just do it for the Jacksons. Like,
Right.
get a digital copy, get a hard copy, show
Because
love into.
you just never know what's going. You never know what's gonna happen. You just never know. Like maybe the streaming service will go down, crash. Maybe you
Yeah.
got to get rid of internet or something. Maybe you just never know. Or maybe you run out of power. You got a battery powered radio, boom box. Go ahead. Hey, that's the way. And then plus collect. I love collecting. That's it's just fun to have because in the physical copies you get like the CD booklet, you get pictures, you get like acknowledgments, messages. You have like the lyric books. You have different designs and graphics. Like those are some like really cool things that I love. So um, I'm with you on that one. Okay, so I know we cannot stand cardboard. However,
It's a good reason today.
uh, yeah. Well, I hope it is. They better not say nothing slick up in here. I'm gonna have a problem. Um, they did their own dream set list for Janet's tour, and
Okay.
so we're gonna go through that. So, okay, I guess we can read this. Janet Jackson is an unshakable icon, unbreakable even. The past few years reminded us just how grand her legacy is. In 2019, she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and enjoyed her Metamorphosis Las Vegas residency. Last January, the fiercely private star allowed the world into her personal journey with A&E and Lifetime's Janet Jackson two-part documentary. And in December, she announced her 2023 Together Again tour, a 33-date trek across North America arenas and amphitheaters. It kicks off on April 14th in Hollywood, Florida, and allows both 2017's Socially Conscious State of the World Tour and her 4-month 18 show 2019 Metamorphosis residency in Las Vegas. Oh, it follows. Why did I say allows? Because I was like, oh Lord, I can't read. And it follows both. Okay. With a truly staggering catalog filled with chart topping albums and singles, it's difficult to tell what tunes Miss Jackson will choose. Will she revive her previous ideas? Sorry, I gotta pop up. Will she revive her previous ideas from 2020's Black Diamonds tour, which was canceled due to the pandemic, or completely scrapped them? That's what I was thinking too. Because if she had ideas then and the tour got canceled, now she has all this time to think of stuff, and who knows what she's gonna give us? Like, who knows?
I think she would
Um,
scrap it and start all over.
like I mean, like as far as
Everything because
maybe as far as maybe graphics or like a setup, because she has screens she had like the screen set up. It was like two screens on the side like this, like, and then in the middle she had like a big screen, from what I remember. Um, hmm,
Because she went a whole different route. She actually highlighted this tour based on a song from Velvet Rope. She's completely different from Don.
right.
I think she's going a whole different route.
The message is definitely going to be different because Black Diamond showed her, her strength and like her journey, and I think she said it was going to be like one of her most personal albums or her most personal album. So that's
Which
definitely
I
probably going to
could
be
not
different.
imagine because I already feel like she's already given us so much of her and her
Hmm.
music. You could tell what she's going like Michael, each album's a chapter of her life.
Right.
Control was her getting control from her father. Rhythm Nation was more socially conscious. Janet was more of her tapping more into her sexuality and as a woman. So each
Hmm.
chapter is different. That's what's like, ooh, we're gonna get more
Yeah.
personal. I'm here for it.
Well, I think from what I remember her saying in the interview, because she went into like deep depth for the Velvet Rope. And I think she said now that she's older and years have passed, like she's gone through other different things. Like, she's had losses. Um, she's she had a whole child, so maybe I think I read something where maybe there could be songs about her child, like Issa, like maybe he inspires some music for her. That Oh man, like I don't know. Thinking about that, I'm like, okay, maybe she'll come back around. Like she'll do this. Like I know my fans miss me, and then maybe she'll come back around with the Black Diamond tour. Maybe we'll see. Um, how will she celebrate this May's 30th anniversary of her blockbuster fifth album, Janet? Will she forego her usual offerings of 80s classics and replace them with deep cuts? Aside from Ludacris as the opening act, who will be the special guest? There are so many questions as to how she will fill up a standard 2 hours, but we attempt to answer them all below with our dream set list for Janet Jackson Together Again tour, a journey through over 3 dozen of the pop and R&B legends, classic tracks, deep cuts, features, and collaboration. Now let's get grooving. So they're saying that they want Together Again to be the intro. Um, and they give their reason. I like this because they give their reasoning for it and how they can see it. So, Together Again being the intro to set the tour's reunion theme, the night will kick off with the twinkling ballad intro of this Velvet Rope classic as various clips of Janet Jackson throughout her career play on the screen. But before that familiar up-tempo kicks in, the screen's imagery shatters and distorts to reveal the icon standing on the stage dressed in an avant-garde Rick Owens outfit. Now with the spotlight officially on her, we're ready to start the show. Now, I thought that was interesting because I was like, I could see Together Again being the last song. But since we don't
Same.
know what her new music is, she could end off the concert with the new song. So, we'll see about that one. But I like their, sort of imagery on that. Um, and the second song,
Ooh,
Feedback. I
yes.
think that's a good beginning song too. The concert has no choice but to kick off with the dance track. This is Janet Jackson, after all. But rather than immediately hopping into the 80s classics as most of her tour openers have done, we'll head into the future with this 2007 electro pop jam. Oh, I didn't even think of All Night Don't Stop. As the stage lights lower, Janet's dancers get into formation before the lights quickly begin to flicker to the beat of this bass-driven Demita Joe single. The venue feels like we're in a club, and the concert goers' energy is officially rising. My energy gonna be hyped from the jump, but then she gonna kick into Control. It's time to throw it back to the classics. Janet switches her structured Rick Owens jacket for a dramatically padded sequin blazer, a nod to the 80s when her transitional Control album was released. As she says, "How are y'all feeling? It's great to be together again." The audience replies with thrilled shouts as she pops and locks through the song. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, so like how she merges them together, or does like she doesn't do like full songs for some of her older hits and stuff. So they saying nasty and what have you done for me. She gotta do the full version of nasty though. She gotta. But okay, give me a beat. The 1986 smash Nasty was the hammer that broke Janet's sweet girl next door mold and allowed her to embrace her womanhood. While What Have You Done For Me Lately revved up the sass, she embodies a youthful spirit as she swivels her hips and growls the lyrics to these funky classics. Um, oh, I keep getting like these notifications, and I'm like, sorry, I'm reading the comments now. Yeah, we gotta get it to number. I feel like, let me think. Could she break a record if she gets? Cause what was an Unbreakable number one?
Not
Cause
sure.
she's Control went number one. That's a number one album for the 80s. Then
I'm
you have the
sure Rhythm
Janet
Nation.
album and the Velvet Rope for 90s. 2000s All For You. 2010s I think Unbreakable went number one. And then if this new album comes out 2020s,
Do
she
you
if it's not.
do you think she's going to drop her new album before this tour or after?
Mm, I'm hoping before. I don't know though. Like, I
Right?
really don't know. Maybe it's after.
More likely after
Who
because
knows?
there's no way for her to really promote. I mean, I take that back because she dropped her book during her tour and she was promoting
Mhm.
the book during her tour.
Hmm. Janet can do it though because the fact, like they said, if she dropped her Unbreakable album in the middle of that tour,
She did.
that's what I think I remember reading. If she dropped it in the middle of that tour, I'll have to go back and line up the dates. Then, and if they got that to number one,
Hmm.
I mean, she could do it.
It's possible because
Uh,
she's already out on the road. She's already.
we could get a single.
It
We
would be
could get a
nice.
single at least.
It would be nice.
It would be like, and then maybe like go full fledged, like a single or two. Uh, I love Feedback. That is the best opener.
Right?
Oh,
Like
I could see
big
her open
thoughts
up.
in my Asian persuasion. It's like,
Ooh, or Come On Get Up as an opener would be great. Come on, get up. Like, just like get up. Come on. I don't know. We'll
unless
see.
you were in Jersey. Jersey people don't give up. But Jersey, what's up with that?
Hmm.
I don't know if it's a state thing. I remember one time we went to a Jersey concert. They were like, "Can y'all sit down?" We were like, "Absolutely not."
How y'all gonna come to a Janet Jackson concert? Janet
No,
Jackson, who's known
even
for
worse, it was
dancing,
a
and not.
Jackson concert, and they were telling us to sit down. I said, "No,
Oh,
absolutely
I thought you
not."
were saying it was a Janet.
No. The
Uh,
Jersey was a Jackson. I'll never forget it. I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "You could stand in front of me or sit in front of me, but I ain't sitting down."
you gonna tell me you gonna sit in the presence of the dancing machine, Marlon David Jackson? Are you for real?
I think it's a state thing. I don't know. Or maybe we were at some weird venue because they were really annoyed with us. After a while, everybody got up. We was not trying to sit down.
I'm not sitting. They just gonna have to be mad.
It's
I
the
bought this
Jacksons.
ticket, and
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna get the most out of it.
Sit there and
Yeah.
what?
Especially if you're in the front on the floor, like in the first
We were
rows.
close to the front. If we weren't in the front, we were close to it, like the second row. I'm like, I'm not sitting down.
They were in the second, third row. Like, with
All,
that
all, all I
behavior?
said was to the lady who was complaining, I said, "You could have my seat and I'll come in back of you, but I'm not sitting down." Like,
Wow. Some nerve.
it's a
When is
Jersey. I think I
opening
don't know if it's
night?
Jersey. That's the 14th, right?
Yeah. I mean, why did I say, what I was about to say February 14th, not Valentine's Day. April 14th. It's less than 3 weeks away.
Well, it's Valentine's Day for us. It's Janet Jackson Valentine's Day.
Yes. We need to create a hashtag, in my opinion. I've just been using the Together Again. hashtag. That's the one that I see a lot. That's the one that like people
Oh,
have been
Together Again
using.
tour, yeah.
Mm. Or yeah, together again tour. Um, but
Let me see.
we could get something trending. We'll see. But they said the next song. Uh-oh, Scarlett, this one's for you.
How many days until April 14th?
17 or 18.
18 days.
Ooh, we got less than 20 days, y'all. And she's
Yes.
starting this tour. But for me, it's like 30 something days until I see her. Um, so, whew. But the next one is Pleasure Principle and Miss You Much. The stage is awash with a vibrant purple hue, another nod to the 80s, as Janice dancers roll out a large mirror and a few chairs onto the stage for the dance routine. Both of these songs feature iconic choreography. Okay, I see a little play on words, which has since inspired everyone from Britney Spears to Maya to Tinashe and Normani. But here, Miss Jackson, if you nasty, shows the ladies how it's done. Hmm. Oh, damn baby as an interlude. What you mean just an interlude? Okay. At this point, Janet is completely free on stage and ready to dance even more. During this interlude to 2015's Breezy Unbreakable single, she does a quick outfit change into a ripped t-shirt and leather joggers so she can really bust a move. Rock with you when we ooh. I was just listening to when we ooh earlier in Slow Love. It's now time for the night's first three-song medley. Janet whispers, strobe lights make everything sexier, shadows dancing on the wall from Rock With You, the stage lights reflecting her seductive commands. The singer and her dancers continue their disco-inspired routine as they move and shake into the next two tracks. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's
Th-
right around the corner.
Yes.
Right around the corner. Oh man, love will never do without you. The abundance of love is near tangible in the venue, and Janet cannot stop smiling as she looks at her fans in awe. This next song is dedicated to all of you. Can you feel the love? She asks as the bass line kicks in for this sparkling Rhythm Nation 1814 single. Then, okay, so now we get into the Rhythm Nation stuff. All right, Escapade, when I think of you. The feel good vibes continue with this next medley as Janet and her dancers hop into the Cab Calloway inspired routine of All Right as the video plays on the screen. I hope they put Heavy D on the screen and like allow his rap part to play. That I love that version. Um
Mm.
Once the other infectious songs from Rhythm Nation 1814 and Control kick in, everyone in the venue is already on their feet. You want this? Another okay, with Janet celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, the singer uses the following concert section to channel the album's theme of sexual freedom. The playfulness of this single, which samples Diana Ross and Supreme's 1968 Love Child and Kool and the Gang's 1973 song Jungle Boogie, does the trick. If if deserves its own like thing. If is amazing. Whew, I love the song. Just as everyone is bouncing to the jams, the stage lights temporarily cut out to shock gas. Wait, what's happening? Fans ponder as red strobe lights cut through the dark. I love how they wrote this like a book or something.
Right? They
Once
put
the
some actual
industrial,
thought into this.
they did. Once the industrial sense of if ripped through the speakers, don't, no, 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 don't, no, no, no. Yo, that. Hearing that is gonna get everybody crazy. I know it is. Um, It's clear we've now been transported to an underground European club. Throb and Free Zone mash up. I was wondering if she was. I've seen somebody like say we finally gonna get Free Zone live. Throb. Throb is the one where. Okay, hold on. Let me read. The club kid spirit heightens even more with this dizzying mashup of die-hard fan favorite deep cuts from Janet and the Velvet Rope. Once it ends, fans find themselves glistening with sweat as they reach for their drinks to cool themselves. Okay, y'all. Okay, who said I was gonna be? They got this whole thing mapped out, yo. Oh my goodness. Uh so then that's the way love goes. No sleep and got till it's gone. I like that because those songs to me actually do go hand in hand. Like the vibe of it, like
Mm-hmm.
very chill R&B.
Yeah.
They said, "Whew,
No
that was a
sleep.
whirlwind, huh?" At this point, everyone, the fans and Janet alike, need to catch their breath. So let's slow things down with this sultry mashup. The singer saunters across the stage while snapping her fingers to the hypnotizing Janet singer before leading into Unbreakable's quiet storm groove. When Got Till It's Gone kicks in, her dancers reemerge to perform the laid-back 90s hip-hop routine. Hmm. So, is she gonna do her little solo dance when she was all on that stage? For that's the way. Well, no, no, no. I'm thinking. Never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong song. Y'all forgive me. We gonna get to that one. We gonna get to that one because now I'm curious to see what they thinking. Come back to me and where are you now? Huh. That's an interesting song to go into because I could see her. She always does like her ballad medley, and so that's why I was. That's where I was picturing "Come Back to Me" to go. Janet is mainly known for her high energy tunes, but this is the moment where she reminds everyone of her equally strong ballads. She takes a seat on a high stool to belt the soulful R&B love song as the stage lights twinkle sky blue. Okay, so maybe we're getting into the ballads. Anytime, any place, poetic justice mashup. Still sitting on the stool, Janet bops along to this PDA anthem with sounds of rain and thunder rippling through the venue. Before the singer reaches the bridge's climax, two dancers on the opposite end of the stage perform a sultry routine to Kendrick Lamar and Drake's Poetic Justice collaboration, which famously samples Anytime, Any Place. Love scene, ooh baby interlude. Let's keep the lustful vibes going, shall we? Janet quickly disappears from the stage as this All For You deep cut plays, signaling that it's 6 o'clock. What the heck, Leopold? I can't. Like they really doing the
They
play on
gonna,
words here.
I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Throb dancer highlight, because that's the song that she always has the dancers do. Like they're so like in it, like introducing them and like giving them their own moment and stuff. But we'll see. Rope burn. Would you mind disciplining them? Okay, I guess we get. I guess according to their theory, we get Miss Jackson if you nasty.
Pretty
That's the one that
much.
we get. Yeah, like they really was not playing with this play on word. Why did they
They're like, oh wait,
have?
we're getting Miss
Okay,
Jackson.
part of what's made Janet such an icon is her unapologetic sexual liberation, and this medley honors that. My lips hurt as she moans through the BS. Roper. Then she unleashes her inner fantasies, breathily murmuring and purring for the next song as she urges to. Yep, through
This
this time, she calls back to 2001's All For You tour, where she brings up an audience member to tease on stage. Yo, if that, I know the crowd is gonna lose it if that happens. Like, wow, I get
this
lonely.
person's clearly a Janet Jackson fan.
Yes, man. I get lonely. What's it gonna be, Matt? Yeah, I get lonely is the one I was thinking was I mixed up. She was like on the stage at the Metamorphosis show, like doing her little solo thing. So now, like is that the Janet we gonna get for this one, or is we gonna get like the dance routine? The passion peaks with this mashup as Janet rips off her shirt to release a lace bustier with Pierce. Okay, they go. Wait, wait. Enjoying by her dancers for the routine. As she sings, gonna break it down, break it down, break it down, the audio switches to her After Hours 1999 collaboration with Busta Rhymes. Oh, yeah, she did put that in there. That would be cool. Oh, what's it gonna be? But whew, okay. Someone to call my lover. Oh my gosh. I love the video to this song. For the concert's final act, Janet is now ready to celebrate joy at its fullest. Once the jangling guitar riff of Someone to Call My Lover, which samples America's 1972 hit Ventura Highway, blasts through the speakers, the fans are ready to dance once again. Doesn't really matter. For her final outfit change, Janet places a studded orange leather jacket and nod to this music video over her bustier and switches her leather joggers for khaki cargo pants. The look is easier to move in as her and her dancers break out into the classical. I was wanting Janet. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. I need to see Janet in a cargo pants. Ooh, yo, that's what I was just saying. All for you, an R&B junkie back to back. Yo, wait, I'm so I'm ready for this, Janet. Y'all,
Right?
if this is really how it's gonna go, or like following this format, not Janet After Dark. Scarlett and Jen is about to they gonna lose it. Yo, all for you, and then R&B junkie, and then Make Me. I love Make. Oh my goodness, that's another song I want her to do live. Make Me. This just got me excited all over again. And I thought I was already excited, but now I'm even more excited. The concert's over, or so the audience thinks. Oh, I could see her doing a false encore, like false ending, and then doing the encore.
Mm.
It's not a Jackson's concert if they don't do that. And Jenna wants to make sure everyone leaves in good spirits. This high energy medley urges everyone to leap out of their seats as they dance and shout the lyrics of each song, taking selfies and videos to capture the moment forever. Encore, scream. Don't go just yet, there's more. Before lights get a chance to fully lower, Janet's silhouette is awash in bright white, and the Scream video plays on the screen. The crowd is whipped into a frenzy as they watch her. I thought they said their master. I was like, wait a minute, her master the floor routine alongside her similarly legendary brother Michael, and then Rhythm Nation for the ending. The singer is now reunited with all of her dance crew to perform the iconic military-inspired routine to Rhythm Nation, with fans mimicking the same. I can't mimic the same moves in that little row in the venue's aisles. Ain't that against the rule? Like they won't let me be in the aisle like that.
I can't.
I wish. I love y'all imagination. And then together again.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Cause I was like, I could see her doing the DJ Premier remix too, and the other one. The concert is finally wraps up with a full circle moment. Janet teases the lyrics of Together Again, while the instrumental of DJ Premier's hip hop remix plays in the background. She reminds the audience about the importance of inclusivity and the power of love before jumping into the original version of the Hot 100 topping house anthem. Janet thanks everyone for coming and says once more that she loves them, a genuine sentiment that fan fan will feel hours after the concert ends. Oh wow! So wow. Okay, what did you think of this?
It's actually a good set.
I like that. Huh.
They even had the outfit changes for her. I'm done.
And who was the designer? Like,
I'm like, is this clearly a Janet Jackson fan? Hello.
I need to get my money together for this. Yeah, I that set list really got me. Like, I got so hyped at the All for You R&B Junkie and Make Me. Like that. If she does that, that's gonna be my favorite 3-song run.
God.
Oh shoot.
I wish she would release her mashups.
Hmm.
Like I don't know. I mean, I get it. That's more for the concerts, but like, I like the mashups too. Like they should put more mashups on
Hmm.
anniversary albums.
Or like how she did. I know she did like a control the remixes. So
Yeah, but
I
it's the
would one
long
thing.
thing, especially with Station Head. I wouldn't mind a mashup here and there.
Hmm. Yeah, because I like how she did the mashup of Let's Wait a While and Lonely. Um, I liked okay the whole. I love the Essence Fest performance because I love the way she merged the music together. Like she did the best things in life for or best things in life for free. I love that she threw that one in there, and then she also did like um what did she do for what was it? Oh my goodness, I can't remember the song. She did like she added in different like mashups into it and like different throwback songs and stuff like that. Um I cannot remember off the top of my dome. I'm like foggy brain right now, but yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Mashups should definitely be on streaming services.
It's like, when you have a 25th anniversary, 40th, give us a good
Mhm.
mashup.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
I know
man.
Michael has mashups,
Mhm.
but I don't recall Janet ever having mashups. We need more
I
mashups.
We do. Janet, your team, if you see this, Randy, if you see this,
Hey
that you the
Randy.
manager, Randy, and you throw in
Hey
wait,
Randy. Hey babe.
ah, you have the magazine.
Yes, I got this for Christmas from Dexter like maybe 10 years ago, and then I framed it. No, like my friends
That's
who know me know I love me some Randy, and I sure as heck love Janet Jackson. So
you should get his very first single.
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, how can I be sure? I have it as a
How
vinyl.
can I be?
I so have it. Are you kidding me?
Randy, I found your biggest fan. I found your biggest fan, Randy. I found her. She's right here. Randy, if you ever come across this, um, Gadget Trish loves you.
Do
And
I?
since you know your music very well and you are a super talented musician, um, it would be nice if you could recommend to your little sister to, give us like some mashups on albums or something. That would be cool.
Like on
He
my
did do.
refrigerator, I got this picture of Oh, I gotta show my refrigerator. It's mainly Randy. Hey, Randy.
She got a Randy Shrine, y'all. No I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I just got a lot of stuff. I know Rocky brought me a picture. She did a customized picture. I don't know where is it. Like my friends usually give me Randy Jackson stuff for gifts because they just know. They just know.
I'm gonna I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep it in mind.
Hey, Randy.
Keep it in mind. But he's the reason why Daddy Yankee was on Made for Now.
I didn't know that.
We have him to thank because okay, so Janet had the song and it was like to her, it was like done. And then I guess Randy, like she played it for Randy, and he was like, it needs something else in there, like it needs something more in there. And so that's how like he didn't like necessarily say, oh yeah, get him on the track, but he was just like, it needs something
It
more.
needs
So
something. It needs
note
something.
taken. Yep. Keep that in mind, y'all.
Like I love. I mean, they used to have Randy Jackson merch about a year after Michael died. It was on the Jacksons website, and it was each brother individually, and then it disappeared. So I had to, if we need more Jackson individual stuff. I know Tito has his own thing, but
Hmm.
where's our Jackie Jackson? Where's our Randy? Where's our Jermaine?
The most that we do have is on the Jackson's website, where like like the signed pictures of like
Yeah,
Jackie and
but like
Jermaine.
no actual merch.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Can I get Marlon's face on a shirt?
Exactly.
Thank you.
It was like that. It was there for a minute, and I regret not buying it in real time because I never saw it again. And it was on their website, and then it was
Oh
gone.
man. Wow.
I don't have a Randy Jackson T-shirt. I'm gonna design one.
So, you know what? Since I think I'm gonna come up on this topic. You want a Jackie T-shirt?
Okay.
I I have Marlon's study piece shirt, but it don't have his face on there. It's just a study piece logo.
Was Days in
Oh,
the
so it's
Moon around when we were going nuts over Jackie's abs the other day?
okay. So Days of the Moon, were you on Trisha's like watch party for They Don't Care About Us on Saturday?
We were acting a
'Cause
fool when I saw Jackie's abs.
she said, "Wait, can we go back?"
It didn't even look real. Like, what was he eating or not eating? His body was chiseled to perfection.
All that dancing, and he played baseball.
Oh my gosh.
So man,
Those are like,
Janet and Jackie, what y'all be doing?
ooh,
Do I need to
wee.
train with Tony too? Like, oh,
I had like 2 years of my life, I was super muscular, but I used to go to the gym like 7 days a week. I ain't gonna lie, I miss my body, but so it takes a lot of work to stay that way. I was like,
yeah.
my legs cut up quick, but then my stomach, it just insists on being extra round. It's like, daggone
Oh
it.
man.
But I did get a 4-pack once, and I was walking around the gym like half naked every time I could. I was like, I work hard for this body.
Trish, not you showing it for free.
There's a downside to that. So, people don't notice gyms have drama too. And then, like, when you show off your body, you attract the wrong attention. I learned that the hard way.
Mm.
So, I learned get dressed and stay dressed, or you will get harassed in ways you don't want to be harassed.
Oh.
But for a second, I was walking around with my little 4-pack, like, yes. Oh my God. 7 days a week, I was in that gym.
You are hilarious.
Now you can't get me off
Seven
the couch.
days.
I used to do it 7 days a week, 2 to 3 hours a day. I still ate like whatever I wanted, but mm-mm. These are the days before I owned a computer. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had all this time in the world. I think that's why it's hard for me to get off the couch now because I'm always on a computer. But
Mm.
before, I was like, the only time I was on computer if I was like in my roommate's room, that's about it. Because I wasn't in school yet. I went to school. I went back to school in 2004. I think I was super skinny, like like during the Invincible era. And then I went back to college and got really fluffy again.
Oh.
Oh well, memories. Maybe one day.
Well, you can get that.
That's
Hey,
actually my goal. Like my goal is to get a 6-pack
you can get there.
because now I got a better diet. Now I just got to get back in the gym. I never get it together. Either I eat really good.
Mm-hmm.
I never could do both.
I need to eat better. I'm over here munching on Skittles, but I do have water.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, please don't spill. Okay, so now on to the topic that Jen mentioned: tour looks. Mm,
Mm.
mm, 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 mm. Okay, photo shoots. I should have put pictures of her old photo shoots in here. If y'all want to look at them, we can. But if not, that's fine too.
Why not?
Um.
Hold on. Let me just get a snack though, because I didn't eat today. Hold on. I'll
Oh,
be
girl, you gotta go eat.
1 second. I try to
Okay.
make some vegan mac and cheese, but then it was gonna take too long. I was gonna be late. So I said, let me just grab some nuts. I got remember I didn't get nuts last time. I got nuts this time. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna pull up some. Oh wait, your comment. So, your first time seeing her. So this is gonna be my second time, but in a way, it's kind of my first time because the first time that I saw her, um, I was young and I was so focused on trying to get recordings of every single song that I like. I'm like, and I like literally Janet's whole discography, so that was like every single song. Um, and so I'm like, oh, I gotta get this, gotta get that, gotta get this video, that video, da 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 da. And I was like far back, and then like that was when I was like first really, really getting into her music. So I'm kind of like there with you this time. Like I really want to try and take it all in and really like appreciate it. So I'm glad I'm getting this do over. She was amazing last time. Like just had a baby and bounced back like that. Like that, just amazing. But you're gonna love her. You're gonna love her. So photo shoots for photo shoots for the tour. In this, I was thinking like you know what type of picture she was gonna have. So like pictures that she would include in the tour book. I wish I had brought out my State of the World tour book. It was an interesting tour book. It was like paper, like matte paper, and the pictures inside were like very like candid, like during rehearsals. And like it was so cool because she had like this one picture of her dancers tour books and like their notes and stuff and like things that they were writing in there like to practice and stuff. There was one picture of Jam and Lewis in the studio. um they had did like this. Actually, it was in, I'll point it out to y'all. So I'm like, I know I saw this picture. So the picture on the like on in the inside of the tour book where it says State of the World, it was like crumpled up like paper, like just regular paper, and she just like did took photos in front of it. And she had pictures with her dancers in there. It was really like very candid compared to what she did for the Unbreakable tour book. I love the photos in the Unbreakable tour book so much. Um, I don't know, just like the style of it. Let me see if I can like pull it up. Um, yeah, we'll go to Google. Oh, y'all, Jermaine I'm sorry, this off topic. Jermaine got a new website, y'all. He has a new website. Let me go find it for y'all. I'm a I'm a find it and give it. Last I saw, like he hadn't had any merch, but it is updated because it talks about Jafar being in the new Michael movie. It's called JermaineJackson5.com. Okay, sorry. Back on topic. So I really love her Unbreakable tour like photo shoots that she did. Like I can't I can't necessarily explain the style, but it was like very like free flowy, like the hair, like her hair was out. Um like I love this picture. Wait, is this no, that's not the picture on my. I was like, is this a picture on my shirt? She's kind of smiling on my shirt. Um, just like I like this tour look. I also love um her like I love her look here too. It kind of maybe the reason why I like both of them is because they kind of remind me of each other, like the curly hair, um, free flowy hair type. Maybe that's why I like both of them. So to answer your question, Jen, these might be my favorite tour looks. Um, yeah, so I'm curious to know like the style that she's gonna have for these like pictures and like the style that she's gonna have because the style that she has in the pictures I feel like it's gonna carry over into what how she's dressed and how she looks in the performances on the tour. And the style in like the tour promo picture, it's it's like really like mm, modern, very simple, but she does like have that free flowy hair still. It's not like blonde or like that honey look to it, but it's still like the free flowy hair. So I'm super curious to know like if y'all have any ideas of how she's gonna look and like the style of it. Um I wish I could have like maybe I could find the pictures that she had in the tour book. They were like kind of like yeah, like this one. Like it was dark. Oh, I like that because it has the eagle up there. That's so cool. Like that type of stuff. Um, yeah. So I don't actually, you know, she likes short hair. Like she like tweeted one time and was like, I before the Janet tour, I was thinking about shaving my hair for that tour, like cutting it all off, and I was like, yo,
For our tour, her hair was short.
maybe yes for the number one.
Was that number one?
It was the number one's like up close and personal.
I think up close and personal. Her hair was short. It was cute though. It was super cute. What look doesn't look? She's one of them people like all her looks fit her.
Right.
Long hair,
Yeah,
short
so
hair.
she really could pop out with something different because like she's been wearing a lot of braids. Like that's why I was like braids, like high ponytail, long flowy hair, because that's what she's been rocking as of recently. And she's always kind of done a high ponytail, to be honest. Like
Nobody does a high ponytail like Janet.
really, I'm like, whoo,
I love
love that look
braids
for that
until
tour.
you they then you know like braids are cute until you start sweating. Then I'm like take them out my head.
Mm, yo, when they stop looking like when box braids no longer look like boxes and they start looking like circles and merging together and crossing
Mm-hmm.
aisles of the parts, like I'm like, oh lord. But there's a way to like still make it look good. I be trying to work it. Like I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this. So yeah. Now to wear outfits and costumes, I know they mentioned stuff like what are they talking about? Like they had like a orange blazers, an orange studded blazer or something like that. They were talking about like as a nod to um, doesn't really matter. Um, I was thinking something like maybe she could recreate her Janet era looks or her Velvet Rope era looks, um, or like have some sort of I don't know, like outfits inspired by the by those times or something. Or she can end up giving us something completely new, or like doing mixed, like giving us something completely new and tying those eras in at some point during outfit changes. But as of recently, these are her looks. This was her look for the Metamorphosis shows. To me, it was very colorful and it was like um, futuristic type. Like the styles were very interesting. Like these first two ones, they're similar. Like those outfits that she was wearing, and then the one on the right, I believe she wore at the end or towards or no, maybe it was the middle. I can't remember. Um, Yeah, I'm not sure if those are like my favorite looks that she's had recently. Um, but I do like her hair. Her hair during these shows, like the orange, um, like curls and stuff, like just free flow. I love it. Um, and then for this one, this was at like
The Essence,
Kentucky
right?
Der-
Oh, Kentucky
Kentucky
Derby.
Derby weekend and Cincinnati Music Festival. Now this came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting this. This like highlighter orange and then this pink that she put on top eventually. Like this was different. Like I was like, huh, that's interesting. And then this was for Essence. She's back to like her. She's been wearing like a lot of black. Have you have you noticed that like recently she's been wearing like she don't like this look. I know she gonna get me for calling her out, but um, she feels very strongly about that look. But this one, um, I really liked the first outfit. But as for the second one, I think the pants kind of threw me off. I get the look that she was going for because at that point she was doing her Rhythm Nation look, and it was kind of like grungy, like black, dark, all that. But it would have been cool to see her in um like camo cargo pants, like baggy cargo pants. Like I could see her putting that in there since it's supposed to have like the military. Uh like the orange better than the residency one. The orange doesn't okay, it was the hat that was getting me with the orange one. Like the hat was I was like, okay. But everything else I don't know, it was fine. I think it was cool like they all wore one color and it was the same shade. Yeah, the jacket. Oh, this picture don't have the jacket on it. Um, this might have been the one that she did. I know she wore the same look for her New Year's performance in Vegas at the Win. Um, so the jacket she's not wearing in this picture, but she did end up wearing this outfit again, and that's the only critique. Like I would like to see her in some cargo pants. And so when they said that in the Billboard article, I was like, yes, I need to see her in some cargo pants. Like that would be real cool. Um, so I'm not sure what style she gonna go with. From the looks of it, she might be rocking braids again. She might be doing a high ponytail. I like the ponytail that she had during State of the World tour because it was very like she was whipping it. Like that's why I like having her. Like because when you're a dancer, like everything is like you want everything to be moving with you. So I can see her doing like her hair that way for that reason, and I really love it. Um, next thing surprises surprises, but they're predictions. I told you this last time. Very first thing I thought appearance from Randy and Janet first hit the stage doing a duet with Randy, like their little fun little skits and stuff. And the beat goes
Goes
on,
on,
and the
and the beat
beat
goes
goes.
on.
If, you know, Randy, you want to get back on that stage, y'all can recreate that, do a little cute little thing. It should be one song. I think that was literally like the fans who know or like who love like Janet, like who loves her from her origins and like on, that would literally make our whole entire day. Like for real. Um or I just thought of this when I was looking at her music. Janet did a cover of, even though it's technically like a Jackson song because on the Victory album, but really it was Randy's song because he wrote it and he was the one singing it. she did a cover of One More Chance. So I was like, what if like he could pop out and do a One More Chance duet with her? And then be like, give
I'm
you
down
that
for it.
one more
More
chance.
chance.
And then bringing fans on stage to dance with her. She's already talked about it, but she only said Madison Square Garden.
Oh, that sucks. I'm not gonna be there.
But like I would like to see that like fans to dance with her. And so I'm like, Jen, I can't dance very well, but like I'm a try. Like I could jump with you for Together Again. Like if you bring me on stage to jump with you, I'm going to jump to Together Again. Or I could do a little Made for Now. Everybody, I could do that because I too want to hear Made for Now. And I know folks is tired of me talking about that song and wanting to dance to it and everything, but I haven't seen her do that song in person live yet. I've seen her do it, you know, on videos and specials and performances and on screens and stuff, but I haven't seen her do it live myself. Um, that Yankee did it on his last tour and that was epic. Wait, Made for Now or like bringing people on stage? Or like bringing people on stage for Made for Now? I,
I have a
uh,
feeling he brought them out like she sang the song.
hmm. I don't know, cause like she was just talking about like, cause when she was on the Tonight Show, she was like, "I'm looking for people to dance with me on stage for or at Madison Square Garden," and then I was like,
Did you see the post from Toya, Siggy's wife, trying to be a backup dancer? She had me on the floor.
"Yeah."
Do you blame
Me
her?
too. Me too. I'm gonna get right in that audition line with you, Toya. I'll be right there with you. I got good rhythm. I can sway. I can clap. Maybe do a little spin. I used to take ballet classes, jazz dance
I could
classes.
do a good shoulders, a little shoulder bop.
Hey, 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 like, and then also like surprise guests in different locations. I was thinking like Jam and Lewis bringing them out or Missy. I saw somebody tweet Missy and they was like, they told her, I hope you, they basically were just saying like, I hope you make an appearance at, one of the shows. And Missy just like put smiling emojis and that was it. And I was like,
Hmm. That means we might see her
hmm,
somewhere.
huh. So it could be bringing fans on stage.
I'm down for it.
Yo, Janet, let me get ready. We gotta practice one of her routines. You never know. Cause like think about like the fun songs like Made for Now. Um think about even Together Again. Hey, you could bring us on the stage to be together with you dancing on the stage. That's a cool thing. She brought Missy in Atlanta. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause she was doing the song that they did together, Burn It Up. So I could see her. Ooh, she could probably bring J. Cole out at one location for No Sleep. And then maybe Kendrick for the Poetic Anytime. Oh, yeah. I don't know. And then crowd interaction. I would like to look. Janet's not really one that's like, I'm just gonna sit here and talk to the crowd and like, just stop for a second and be like, oh no 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 no. Like she might say something or like give hearts, blow kisses and stuff. But it would be cool to see like talk to the crowd like a bit more like, we together again. I don't know. That's just my ideas.
No,
I
it's a
don't know.
great idea.
Do you have any?
No, I think you covered everything. I'm down for it all. Tr- c- Can I be on stage with Randy though? I was trying to
I
find
hope
this
you see.
picture I drew of Janet and Randy, like a cartoons. I had this
You
thing.
draw?
a little bit,
Gadget draws.
but
She
not
do
like
it
a lot.
all.
Not like I have one of those people like I have several talents, but if you don't use things after a while, it kind of like diminishes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to dance a lot, and then now it's like, oh, look, that's what I said. I really want to get more into dancing more than anything.
Yeah.
It's like I miss like dancing.
Oh, you probably gonna dance at this concert then, especially being up closer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They'll be like, "Ma'am,
It,
get to your seat." No.
it... Nelly for calling. Oh yeah, and Busta Rhymes, cause they had that. Yeah. Call me. Ooh. I like this though, because I know some people are like, I wish we had more, I wish we had more. Like, I do wish we had like a new photo or something, or like a photo shoot. But the fact that we don't know what's going on
But
is
we'll
kind of
know in
cool.
18 days. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Well, okay, here's my question to you. Are you the type that's going to be like watching footage?
I'll just look for little things, but of course, I don't want
Hmm.
to see too much. I'm actually going,
Hmm.
but yeah, I want to see like how does she look. Um, I don't need this
I
set
do.
list. I know almost every song, so we're good there. But
Yeah. I want the set list to be a surprise.
right, I'm like, no, I mean, we're lucky. We're not too far from her launch date. So, I mean, so
Yeah.
I could wait. It's not like it's all December. I mean, actually, the window's short. It's from April 14th to June 21st. So
Hmm.
I just wait. Because even if you were June
Yeah.
21st, that's still not far.
Yeah, that's true. I think I will probably see how she's looking, and she might post how she looks herself, so it might happen. But as far as videos and like surprise, I'm gonna try to dodge them like the plague. Uh, I tell people, don't let me do it. If I say I'm gonna do it, tell me no, because I know I'm gonna be like, I need to see. I want to see, but I'm gonna try my hardest. Like, I want to keep it a surprise. Um,
Yeah.
so like I said, this is the most recent photo we got of her, but I know she's about to get real, real active on us and real like out there because she's posting on Pinterest again.
She's on Pinterest?
And yes, the last time she posted on Pinterest was when she was doing the Dance with Janet thing back in, what was it, 2018 or 2019? So it's been a minute, and I'm like, yeah, she's getting on Pinterest. Like her past three posts, like her Sunday inspiration from yesterday, this
Oh,
picture, and then the quote that she did before posting this picture is on there now.
I love her Sunday motivational quotes.
Hmm.
Janet Jackson. I'm looking for it right now.
Yes, and she's verified. So, um,
I didn't know she was here.
yeah, she on Pinterest, and like you can scroll down and see her past like tour stuff, like for Unbreakable. Um, so yeah, the fact that she's posting on there now, I'm like, wait, this is this new era. I'm like real excited for this. Like, yeah. Okay, so this is what I wanted to point out as well. You know, the lovely fans on Twitter are very, very like they watch every detail. So even if Janet doesn't post something herself, if somebody who's working with Janet posts something, they see it. Like I low key saw some of the set list that she was going to do for the New Year show because somebody who was working with Janet or somebody who was there posted a picture and the laptop with the set list was in the picture, and I was looking at it and I'm like, we're like, what is this set list for? Is this the tour? And then we come to find out she was doing that New Year's thing a few days later. So I was like, oh. But this girl, Alessandra, I can't remember her last name, but I heard that she dances, and so I think she's like a choreographer, like creative director. She was working with Janet in London for the tour. I'm assuming. And I think they said she worked with like Bad Bunny or Daddy Yankee. I can't remember, but she's worked with. Oh, when I was looking her up, I saw that she was very close with Justin Bieber and danced with him. Um, and then she tagged Janet's best friend and creative director Gil, um, Dean, who also does like creative directing stuff and like dancing choreography with Janet. And then the guy in the middle, I can't remember his name, but he is also a creative director. So, um, yeah, she working, she working, and I'm excited. Now there's an Instagram page for her dancers who she calls the kids, and they haven't posted in a while. So a little while ago, they put this picture out, and they said hashtag Together Again tour, and they had the handshake emoji, and so people was like, the kids is gonna be on the tour, the kids is gonna be on the tour, and so like I'm getting excited. I'm like, where are they seeing this at? Come to find out, the kids got a whole Instagram page, and so you could be like, I guess we could be expecting some of the same dancers that were on her past tours. So
That's great.
yeah,
That's a
I'm
tough career. Dancing?
yo.
I don't know how they do it. Physically, and then you got to look for gigs constantly.
Hmm. Well, they a lot of them who work with Janet worked with other people. Like Elsa, I like Paris G who did Riri Super Bowl choreography. Yeah, a lot of them who dance with Janet work with other artists. I think I've seen at least three or four of them who have danced with Janet and danced with her. Danced for Rihanna at the Super Bowl. One of Janet's dancers is on tour now with Taylor Swift, and so like I feel like there's like they the ones who dance with Janet are okay with getting gigs because I see them. Denzi, Denzel, Denzi. I hope he's there. I hope he's there on this tour. Janet love her some Denzi. I know she's gonna be hyping him up. But okay, so actually, I wanted to say something. Okay, thanks for talking with us in the chat and stuff, and
Good
for the
night,
insight on
Jen.
the VIP. So I'll talk to you later, Jen. Oh yeah, and get prepared for the tour because it's approaching. It's approaching fast. Um, so I don't have a slide for it, but I will pull it up. Janet is being considered for the National R&B Hall of Fame, and they're having people vote for different artists and stuff. From what I've seen from the voting poll, they have Aaliyah in first place, and then I seen Beyonce next. I know New Edition's up there, and then I think Janet was after. So in my description, I have a link for where you can vote for her. So I'm gonna show you on the screen. Hopefully they do. Ooh, I wonder if they'll let me vote again. I wonder if they'll let me. We'll see. They're probably gonna be like, "You already voted." Oh, wait. They let me vote again. I think there's something to where like you can vote multiple times. So yeah, then they have them in like alphabetical order. So they say voting ends April 24th, 2023. You can select up to 6 nominees per week, 1 vote per session. Names have been reorganized alphabetically. So I'm about to go down to J. Like they got Frankie Beverly, they got everybody up in here. Earth, Wind, and Fire, George Clinton, Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes. Okay, here's Janet. Oh, they got Jermaine Dupri. Like they got all different types of artists on here. But I want Janet to win. She deserves her flowers. Um, vote. Yeah, that's what I've been doing on the Lolo. I've been voting from like different devices and incognito tabs, guest tab. You know, you know the whole shebang. Different browsers. Let's see if it'll actually count my vote. Oh, so it looks like it's updated. So Aaliyah's still in first place. Okay, there's Beyonce. Dee Sharp. Give me a second. Oh, she's a classic singer. Okay. Don't get me for not knowing. Um, okay, who else is up there? Dusty Springfield. We got Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh no. Okay, here's Janet. So hers is definitely not as big as these three, but if we spread the word, we could get her in there. And then like New Edition is up there too. So yeah, I'll vote for Janet. I have the. I'm gonna put the link in the comments again, so y'all know. Let me see. I Why did I close the tab? It was just up there. It's in the description, but I'm about to put it in the comments again. But let's get Janet inducted, cause that would be really cool. Ah, no, sorry. I'm struggling over here. I'm struggling. So yeah, there's a link in the comment section. Um, and yeah, please vote for her. Tell your friends. If you know any Janet fans, tell them, send them the link to vote. Um, yeah, we can get her inducted. She's already been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I think it's cool that there is an R&B Hall of Fame,
Mm-hmm.
because I think that's something that's cool, that genre music needs to stay alive. But the next thing is this playlist that I made to get ready for the Together Again tour, and I basically have all of Janet's music in there, and then I have some Ludacris songs. Because I don't know how much Ludacris is gonna be performing, what he's gonna be performing, but better safe than sorry. I want to know and like stay on top of it. So that link is in the description box as well. Or you can search up Together Again Tour on Spotify and you can find it there. There is 206 songs. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. And about 15 hours worth of music on there. So if you taking you a road trip and you flying, that's I plan on when we drive down there to the concert. I plan to play this. It's only a 3 hour drive, but you know, 3 hours of the playlist will be playing. Start playing it now. Get ready, get yourself hyped up. When I listen to it, it just helps me get hyped up. But that's all I have on this. Um,
Well, I found the
I
picture. Here's the picture. I was gonna make it into a T-shirt.
You have to. I will buy that from you. Please. You can have and the beat goes on there. Like
It was another operation for 2020, and then the world shut down.
what was that operation?
Operation JR, Janet and Randy. J for Janet, R for Randy.
To meet them or get a picture with them?
Yeah, that's
You have an
the
operation.
that's the.
You wow. Trish, wow.
I really want to meet them. I actually would love to meet them together. They're on my office together. You could tell they're really good friends. They're siblings, yes,
Yeah.
but you could tell someone she trusts and she really loves. And I'm like, I
Elle
find it
says she likes that.
interesting, you know. I'm even though I met Janet, I never got a picture with her, never met him. Why not get them together?
Yo, if you
Operation
ever
JR.
that could be your operation now.
Yeah.
Do you have an operation?
Yes. I dream of Janet.
I hope you get your picture.
I'll bring the credit card. I'm like, hey, if there's someone I could talk to get that package, I'll pay the
Yeah.
difference.
I wish they would have did it. I think I was telling you this the other day as an add-on. Cause Scarlett was telling me like the way Bobby Brown does it is if you got a ticket to the show, you can just like buy the VIP package or the meet and greet as an add-on. So you could be sitting all the way in the nosebleeds, but still have the chance to like meet them.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
now, of course, she would have to limit it because she can't meet the whole arena. That
No,
would be
right,
like thousands of
right.
people.
Oh wow, one of my lights went out. Oh
I
well.
didn't even notice.
Oh, I did because it got real dark in here. I went,
Oh,
ooh.
you gotta
Well,
fix it.
no, because
Oh,
this one doesn't. It's like it goes by time. After a certain time, it cuts off. I'm like, oh well.
oh.
I'm trying to figure out. Well, it doesn't look horrible from what I could tell. I was like, oh snap! Like lighting's expensive.
Mhm. I got a lamp. That-
Girl, I wish I could show. Like I got some ghetto set up here. Let me see.
mhm.
Like one lamp light is like clamped on something, and then there's an official light next to me. I know what light I want, but it's like I'll wait because, like I said, light. Like I wanted a new stand. The stand alone was $125. I was like, dang. But
Ooh.
it's worth it. It takes time to realize what you need for your YouTube, but as you keep going, you're like, oh, I need this kind of a light. Like I just didn't want to
Mhm.
buy too much too soon because I learned from YouTube from years ago. Like if you buy stuff too quick and you don't understand why you need it, you're wasting your money. But now I know what I
Yeah.
need. So I definitely need a light overhead and
Mhm.
that's my next light. I was like, I need an overlight head. Oh, and a ring light.
Yeah. You know, if you really wanted to, they got like $20 ones. Like, but it's like on a little stand. It's not like the ones that stand up, like you that are
Yeah,
big and you could
yeah.
just. But if you wanted to, you could have just like the smaller one. There's one that I got, and you can put your phone in there. So like
Yeah,
if you're doing like
that's the one, the big one, and your camera sits inside of it. So
yeah,
it's
but they
like
have small ones that have
I
like the
had
ones
the
that don't.
small one. And then the small one wasn't cheap because I got a ring light before they were popular, and I was going to use
Mhm.
it today, and it broke. I have a small one. It was
Wow.
like I think I paid me 150 for it back then. I said, "Oh, I just have it in front of me." The plug, everything broke. I was like,
Wow. But I like your lighting though. Like
"Thank you." So it's just like,
and
well, I changed it up today. Like I learned like how to clamp it on.
mhm.
'Cause little things like every live, I just go, what can I do a little different? And then
Yeah.
there's one, two, three lights behind me, and
Mhm.
then of course the lamp, and then this is a fake light from Five Below. I
A
just put it
fake
in.
light?
Yeah, because
Oh.
the lamp broke.
Oh.
I'll
Okay.
definitely have more about lighting on Gadget Trish. That's
Yeah, you be
definitely coming. This like everything y'all see will be here. Will be on that channel. I
mhm.
think that's like in the summertime. We'll like talk about how to make things look the way it does.
Yeah, I like your background so much.
Thank
Your
you.
your your Janice setup and everything.
I
That is
love how
so
the
cool.
how the it can change very easily because it's like a modular
Uh-huh.
system. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
I didn't design the office like that. It just turned out to be that way. I was like, oh, I could just change it to whoever I need it to be. It could be Chris Brown. It could be them. It could be Randy.
Is this for like your Janet season?
It fluctuates because we're still dealing with Michael too. So it's just like so
Mhm.
in the chair, Michael's there for a minute,
Mhm.
but it depends what our lives about this week. Like I know I wanted to get Melanie on the next live, but Melanie's not even here. So
Oh yeah.
that's why I was like, oh, we doing a watch party. The person I need is not even here. Awkward. So we'll see. And we definitely want to have a part 3 for the Brazil challenge. We just got to decide which channel it's on. We'll talk about that off camera, but I have a
Mhm.
date in mind. I just got to see who a channel is going to be on.
Okay. I can't wait for that. Yeah, y'all go check out the watch party that Trish did. And you still got um the playlist in like the description
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
I actually updated it. Like you and Rocky are now in it. MJ Fangirl. No, no, not MJ Fangirl. You and Rocky.
Hmm.
The playlist is in there. Because before it
Yeah,
was just a
so
playlist. I changed it a lot now.
even if they're like even if y'all are like go back and you watch the replay, you guys can, if you have another device, you can watch along and listen to like the commentary that was being said.
We were a
And
hot mess, all of us. Hilarious.
yo, no, my live, yo, that live was so long. I did one too. If y'all got like 5 hours, y'all want to spare, y'all just not doing nothing, and y'all want to watch along and listen to like a discussion. Yes.
That was too. I
No.
said we were acting a fool over Michael Jackson.
And Jackie.
Hey,
No, but
hey,
that.
hey, Abs.
So is it? Randy, you got some competition.
All the Jacksons, though, especially in the 80s, they looked amazing. Like Randy had a booty so muscular and firm. Not that I was looking, but I was looking. It was just
I
like
mean,
you could just tell the tour life was really
mhm.
benefiting them. Marlon looked amazing. They just looked amazing. It was like, oh
Yo,
my god,
Marlon's Jerry curl,
his body roll.
the
Mm,
body roll, body roll king.
they just looked amazing. I was like, oh wait, shout out to the Jacksons. I'm feeling
Yeah.
myself. They looked amazing. I wish I was around. It's crazy. I was alive during that tour, but I didn't go. And my best
Mhm,
friend, lucky little girl, her mother put it in like for a raffle for like I guess underprivileged kids or something, and she got to see him in
mhm.
concert.
Wait, the Victory tour?
Yes, I was like, what?
Wow,
Yeah, her mother found some loophole and got her in there.
that is so cool.
Oh, now this light went out. What is going on?
Uh, the
Oh,
song Body. Yeah, yo, his Jerry curl was glistening in that video too. Okay, it's just gone. I think it's telling us that we gotta end this.
it's like
But
possessed though. You see my face right now? So now I know these lights have a limit. Two and a
mm,
half hours. That's good to know. This is the new setup.
oh,
Interesting.
it's just all right. I wish I was born back then to go to the Triumph. I would sell a limb to go to the Triumph tour. I might only be able to hold up one arm, but I would love to go. But I think that's all I had to say as far as for this Together Again tour. My thoughts, expectations, predictions. Um, I think I covered them all. Once again, Janet and your team and Randy. Um, please do May for now. Please bring fans on stage for to jump with you for Together Again. I've been practicing my jumps, by the way, so just in case. If y'all can do add-ons for meet and greet, like Gadget Trish said, we bring in our monies, we bring in our cards, um, bomber jackets, different posters, um, Velvet Rope 25 merch, um, Janet 30 merch, um, Keep the Rhythm Nation merch. And yeah. You know what I would have loved to ask. I'm still curious about the reception for the VIP package and how that's like. But
Right? I've never,
I
I
have
from
to.
what I know, I've never done nothing like this for any artist. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new experience. But did you have anything else to say anymore?
No, I think the possessed light's freaking me out.
Hmm.
I was like, what the? It's like a thunderstorm in here.
I thought you about to have like a strobe lights make it. Let me quit.
Right?
It's making it scarier.
What the heck? I don't understand why it's doing that when it's literally plugged into it.
Hmm.
And it was plugged the whole time, so I'm confused right now.
Is it like a light bulb in it? Like a bulb
So
loose?
I mean, I can show what the light is. It's this light.
Oh,
But it's like, what's the point of having a plug option if it's not working?
yeah,
So now you see the difference. So now it's two lights down.
yeah.
Dag on it. Oh well, I mean, it's good to know. Like, it's a limit to this stuff.
Hmm.
Tag on it. That's what's the point of having this plug
Right.
option if it's not staying lit? I'm disappointed. This light was not cheap. I think I paid $150 for this stupid light.
Oh my goodness.
Lighting's expensive. Like, I remember when I first started, I did like a little clamp lamp and then
Hmm.
slowly build it up. But I like those lights the most because I travel and I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
I could just put this in my camera bag.
Yeah.
But now that I do lives, I know I need light. I mean, it's not terrible to have light on one side, but I'm just saying, what's the point of having the plug if it don't work?
Right.
How dare you?
Mm. Let me know what brand that is, just in case.
Right? I don't know if I can recommend it. I was gonna recommend it, but now I'm like,
No,
but it's
like
cool. It's
just in
cool,
case to avoid it.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to research more for a future light.
When is the next They Don't Care About Us watch party? I'm gonna be present for the whole life this time. LOL. I'm not
Um,
sure.
I was going for April the 16th. That is when the single was released.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's a
Oh wow. Let me.
Sunday. It'll probably be after church for me. So I just gotta work out. As I said, it's between you or me on which channel it's gonna be, but I definitely want to
Wait.
do it.
I might not work that day. Let's go see. Cause I've been having my Sundays off. I hope my manager don't fail me this time. Sorry, manager. But let's go see. Do I work? Do I work? Do I work? Let's go see. Do I work? I don't even know if he has it updated. But that's a really good idea. I think that's so cool. So far, it's looking like I'm off. So far, it's looking like I'm off. So
Yeah, that's the
we can do this.
perfect time to do another one. It's literally on the anniversary of the song.
That is so cool. That's really cool.
So it'll be Sunday. We just don't know when.
Yeah. All right. Well, did you have anything else?
No, I'm excited. I'm hyped. Officially excited. I still need to get my hotel, but that's about it. Oh, my outfit. But I don't know. One part of me might just do something simple because I'm not doing a VIP. Who knows? Oh, of course, it'll be a Janet reference. but
Hmm.
we'll see. Cause like the hotel's taking all my money, so I'm like, we don't got no more money for clothes. Like,
Yeah.
but I think I'd rather get a hotel so I could be well rested. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, good night,
Good
Scarlett.
night. Okay. Well, thank y'all for watching and chatting with us and being a part of the conversation. I think just everybody's excited. I am. Um, I can ramble on about this for days, and I'm not. It's not even started yet. Just imagine how I am after the fact. So y'all get ready for that. Y'all can get an earful. But thank you, Gadget, for being on here. Y'all
Anytime.
subscribe to her. I have her YouTube in my description box. So subscribe to her. She has great Jackson Family content. I love her travels, her journeys, um, and she's really one of the reasons why I finally got out and did my first Michael event. So shout outs to her. Good night, Elle.
Good night, Elle.
Thank you. All right. Good night, y'all. No, I just realized.
I can't even help it.
Bye, y'all.